throwing it, the ball could be slick.
All right, let's take a look at it from the Pittsburgh perspective, because the team's done everything right at 8-2. They're currently third in the AFC behind powerhouses, Kansas City and Buffalo. Yet I think just now people are starting to maybe believe or buy in. Are they for real in your eyes?
Well, I mean, I think what was holding them back was the thought that Kansas City can score a lot of points. Mm-hmm. Baltimore can score a lot of points, though Pittsburgh just held them to 16. Buffalo can score a lot of points. And can Pittsburgh score a lot of points because it's a running defensive-led team? But as I mentioned earlier, since week 6, averaging 28 points. So but they just don't seem like they can outscore you in the 30s or the high 20s. And that's what those other teams in the AFC can do. That's why I really think it's still led by this great defense.
Chris Boswell, the AFC Special Team Player of the Week. Again, he had 6 field goals last week, and that's all the scoring Pittsburgh needed in that victory, a thrilling one over Baltimore, 18-16. Cleveland, different story, but the same old story in many ways. Fans here in the Ohio area have been waiting for consistency and stability, and it just hasn't happened. There have been blips and glimpses, but this season the bottom has dropped out.
You know, for the last couple of years, you had a really good offensive line. Injuries started to mess that up last year. You've had a really good defense, led by, Defensive Player of the Year in a Myles Garrett and others on the defense as well. But where have they struck out, Ian? At quarterback.
Yes.
Right? They have struck out at quarterback, and you need a good to great quarterback to go anywhere. So they're still searching for that while they're tinkering with the team around it. 7
different offensive line combinations this season. Tonight is going to make it 8 because they have to make a change there with Jermaine Ifedi stepping in. No DeJuan Jones, no Jedrick Wills. Jameis Winston gets the start once again. Winston's put up impressive, prodigious numbers, but is it going to translate into wins?
It's not translating to a lot of points. Threw for 395 yards last week, and they only had 14 points. So that's the defense they're playing against, bending but not breaking. Pittsburgh is not really a bend but don't break defense. They're going to come after Jameis hard.
A mix of rain and snow here in the last couple of hours. Expecting rain now for the next couple of hours before stopping. Temperatures right in the area of 35 degrees. Where else would you rather be than Cleveland, Ohio? Right here, right now, week 12. Stay with us. We're working our way towards the opening kick. It is the Steelers and the Browns. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Should you get screened for lung cancer? Don't know where to start? The American Lung Association offers Illinois residents free transportation and financial assistance to make sure nothing stands in the way of your health. Early detection and intervention is simple and only takes a few minutes. Find out if you are eligible for a lung cancer screening. Call a Lung Health Navigator today at 844-ALA-LUNG. That's 844-252-5864. Grant funding by the Illinois Department of Public Health.
Did you know your pet's food could be causing issues like scratching or weight changes? Over 80% of pets in the U.S. eat kibble that loses nutrients in warehouses. Pet One Chicago North is different. We cook fresh, nutrient-rich food in small batches that's served in your pet's bowl within weeks, ensuring maximum freshness and nutrition. Freshness can enhance skin, fur, digestion, and overall health. Give your pet the best. Shop local at Pet One Chicago North or online at PetOneChicagoNorth.com because they deserve the best.
It's Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get a head start on Black Friday all month long with exclusive deals. Right now, get 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees just in time for the holidays. And get a free select tool when you buy a select battery or combo kit. So don't wait to save. Shop these deals in-store or online now because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/21 through 11/27 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Back here in Cleveland, getting you ready for the Steelers and the Browns. Iron Eagle, Mike Golick, the rest of our Westwood One crew. These two teams have actually split the last 8 meetings, but an amazing stat. The Steelers have avoided being swept by Cleveland for 32 straight seasons. That is wild. Like somewhere along the line, you would have figured Cleveland would have figured out a way to get 2 wins. Time right now for Mike Golick's Keys to the Game. It's sponsored by LinkedIn. Let LinkedIn's deep candidate insights help you find your next Pro Bowl hire today. To post your job for free, go to linkedin.com/recruitment. Terms and conditions apply. All right, let's start with the Steelers coming off that 2-point win over Baltimore. What are the keys?
Well, listen, nothing new here since the 70s, right? I mean, you live and die by the run, short passing game. That's the way they do it. Now, we have talked about how they've scored average 28 points since week 6, but still, it's just not a high-flying offense, more of a ball control offense, and keep trying to do that. Defensively, play bruiser football. Again, it's what Pittsburgh is known for. Stop Nick Chubb. I mean, Nick Chubb, I think, is the linchpin to the Cleveland offense, which we'll talk about. Forced Jameis Winston to throw, because as we mentioned, he threw for 395 last week, but just 14 points. Weren't able to put it in the end zone.
All right, let's go to the other side. The Cleveland Browns coming off that 35-14 lopsided loss in New Orleans. What are the keys tonight for Kevin Stefanski's team? So
they're 31st in the league in scoring, averaging a little over 16 points a game. Try for ball control, right? Again, I mentioned Nick Chubb. Run the ball. It's probably going to be a low-scoring contest. Well, that would benefit Cleveland to be a low-scoring contest. Try and limit possessions for Pittsburgh. I think David Njoku could have a big game, that possession type, even though he's a great athlete at tight end, kind of that possession type passing. The Cleveland defense, listen, they have to stand up to the run of the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know they're going to try and play smash mouth football. Pittsburgh isn't a pass-happy offense, but you have to be wary of the deep ball that Russell Wilson throws it. He's the best deep ball thrower since he's been in the league, and they try for those big plays.
It is the oldest rivalry in the AFC. The first meeting was back in 1950. They will renew it tonight with the Steelers and the Browns. The opening kickoff is coming up. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
This holiday at T-Mobile, I'm joined by a special co-anchor.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Snoop D-O-double-G.
Snoop, let's talk about T-Mobile.
Okay, cool.
This holiday, get 4 lines for $25 a line, plus 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence and the all-new camera control on us.
Let's get cracking, like a breakfast egg.
You can use those eggs to make some eggnog, Snoop.
Respect.
And people do love T-Mobile, where you can save on every plan versus the other big guys.
You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
Always a great stocking stuffer, Snoop.
We up out of here, so drop that jingle.
Hold your horses, Snoop D-O-double-G. Let's remind people one more time.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence on us, plus 4 lines for $25.
The 24 monthly bill credits for eligible trade-ins and 4 new lines with autopay. All qualified customers plus taxes and fees and $35 per line connection charge. Cancel entire account before receiving 24 bill credits and credit stop and balance on required finance agreements due. $829.99 credits end to be pay off device early. See how you can save on wireless and streaming versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence available now.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, all branches of the military, veterans, and their families are eligible to join. And when you become a member by December 31st and open a new credit card within 14 days, you could get $300. When you have that, you'll feel financially at ease, which means you can worry about other things like what you'll do with your extra money. What if you decide to join a gym? What if you go to the gym every day? Will you become the annoying, grunting guy at the gym? You have a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, your finances won't be one of them. Join today at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Must join an open membership savings account between November 1st and December 31st and open an eligible credit card account within 14 days of joining. Visit NavyFederal.org for full terms and conditions.
Joe Montana here. In my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease. If you're 65 or older or 19 or older with certain conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Boot Barn, we believe the cowboy boot is more than utilitarian. It's a symbol of the West, handcrafted with centuries of heritage in every stitch. It's not just a cowboy boot, it's a work of art. Since the 1960s, Dan Post has been offering premium quality created with innovative artisanal methods that echo the legacy of the West. Because upholding tradition and heritage is second to none. Dan Post at Boot Barn.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One. It's time for another memorable moment in football history. Sponsored by Coles.
Watson under center from his own Cleveland 20. One running back. Receivers in tight. It's the snap. 4-man rush. Sending down 9 from behind. Ball knocked away. Highsmith. It's picked up by Watt. From the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown. Touchdown Pittsburgh. T.J. Watt.
The one and only Kevin Harlan with the call on Westwood One. Week 2 last season, the Browns and Steelers met in prime time. T.J. Watt, scoop and score, gave Pittsburgh a 26-22 lead midway through the fourth quarter. Monday Night Football, that is how it would end. It was one of 2 defensive touchdowns of the night for the Steelers. Alex Highsmith, who got the sack fumble on the play you just heard, had earlier intercepted Deshaun Watson, and he had taken it back for 6. That's tonight's memorable moment in football history, sponsored by Kohl's. When life gets real, start at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. They've lowered prices on thousands of items store-wide. Kohl's, where families come first. Alex Highsmith not available tonight, still dealing with an ankle injury, so they're going to have to get by with the likes of Nick Herbig and Preston Smith. Not bad options. Both played well in previous weeks.
Yeah, I mean, they're hoping to get Highsmith and Herbig on the field at the same time. They really haven't been able to. Herbig's been nicked up as well, but as long as T.J. Watt's out there, you got a chance. And Preston Smith, again, looking to add depth at that edge position.
So, coin toss, won by the Browns. They have deferred. The Steelers will receive. Cleveland takes the field first. Browns are wearing their traditional brown tops, orange bottoms, white piping, white names and numbers, and, of course, that orange helmet that is so well known throughout football history. Pittsburgh Steelers wearing the white tops, the gold bottoms, the black helmets with the white and gold trim for the Steelers and the Browns. Pittsburgh at 8-2, the Browns interaction at 2-8. Time for the opening kickoff. It's sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. Cleveland will kick it off from left to right with Dustin Hopkins, Cordero Patterson, Jalen Warren of the deep men separated for the dynamic kickoff.
And I'm sure Cleveland fans are hoping this is a situation where you throw the records out. And it's just a very tough AFC North football game.
Yeah, they beat them last year here at home, 13-10. They played close games over the course of a number of seasons. The weather might play a factor here as well. Short week, Pittsburgh the turnaround, traveling here to Cleveland. A lot of different boxes that you check that could produce some close competitive action. Dustin Hopkins kicks it off. That one was like a screwball off his foot. It rolls to the 12-yard line, scooped up by Patterson running on the far side, and Patterson crosses the 20. So it ends up working out for Cleveland because it landed in the landing zone.
That's exactly right. I mean, it was about a yard away from landing outside the landing zone, which would have put the ball on the 40-yard line.
So the Steelers will open up with Russell Wilson running the show, 4-0 with him at the starting position. Najee Harris having his best season across the line. Moore, Sayamalo, Frazier, McCormick. That's 2 rookies. Frazier and McCormick playing at a very high level. Broderick Jones, the right tackle. Freiermuth with Pickens, Calvin Austin, Mike Williams, the wide receivers. On a 1st and 10, Najee Harris gets the call. He's got nowhere to run. Shelby Harris there to greet him for no gain on the play.
Well, they just tried to run on that right side of the line. You just mentioned the offensive line starting from the center over, 2 rookies and a second-year player in Broderick Jones. So running to the youthful size without much success.
And it's going to be a loss of 2 for Najee Harris. Up front, Garrett Tomlinson, Shelby Harris. Okoronkwo can get to the quarterback. Diabate, Hicks, Bush, the linebackers. Bush, the former Steeler. Emerson, Delpit, Thornhill, and Ward in the secondary. Jalen Warren is now in there. Shotgun formation for Wilson. on a 2nd and long. Handoff, Warren running to the right. He's got a big gain to the 30, to the 35 as he cuts it to the outside and gets hammered there. 16-yard pickup. That time the right side of the line does its job with McCormick and Jones helping to spring Warren loose.
Yeah, they pulled the left guard in this case to kick out. Just a beautiful hole. The right side getting to the second level, walling off the linebackers. Excellent run play, which is really synonymous with Pittsburgh.
And Mike Tomlin loves Jalen Warren, the splash that he brings. They'll rotate them in and out. Najee Harris is back in there. Fake the handoff, boot to the right. Wilson throws, caught by Washington, the tight end, breaks the tackle, and he takes it outside the numbers to the 40-yard line for a 5-yard pickup. Devin Bush combining with Okoronkwo to bring him down. But Washington has seen more action of late.
And I'm going to tell you, I was on the field for a while before the game.
Big dude.
I thought he was an offensive lineman. He's listed at 6'7", 264. He's closer to 300 pounds.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about it, and moves well for a big man.
2 national titles at Georgia, very powerful as they set it up. 2nd down and a short 5 just across the 40-yard line. Shotgun, Wilson, quick throw to the near side. It's hauled in by Pickens. He tries to get to the marker, cannot. He'll come up short by 1.5 yards. Martin Emerson makes the tackle out on the perimeter, but it's 3rd and very manageable after the 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, good open field tackle by Emerson toward the sideline. That's what you don't want. You don't want to let him catch the ball and go upfield. So 3rd and short, chance for a Cleveland big stop here.
Just saw Russell Wilson go to the sideline, and Justin Fields checks in. So Fields got 3 snaps last week. He helped secure the win against Baltimore, and now he's in there on a 3rd and 1. It ends up feeling like a wildcat in many ways, but Fields can throw it. He waits. It's whistled dead. A flag is down at the 42. It looked like Fields was going to run it.
Number 80, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And they noticed the big guy that you just mentioned, Darnell Washington, the guilty party, the call from Brad Allen.
So Justin Fields out, Russell Wilson back in. And that's the beauty of Justin Fields when, like a wildcat. The thing that I don't like about a wildcat with a running back, it's normally a run.
Sure.
With Justin Fields, it could be a pass.
100%.
Certainly mix it up.
So back it up. What was a 3rd and 1 becomes a 3rd and 6 now for the Steelers, and Fields goes back to the sideline. Line of scrimmage is the 39. Shotgun, Wilson sets. He throws over the middle. It's complete. Catch is made, and battling is Freiermuth for a 1st down and more into Cleveland territory right along the left hash for 23 yards. That was a strike from Russell Wilson.
Yeah, they had a stacked formation, and usually the man off the line is going to run the in routes. Exactly what he did, put an inside move on Greg Newsome. Pretty good coverage by Newsome, and he went for the block and missed it. It was an excellent throw.
So they're working the tight ends. Freiermuth and Washington. The drive continues. No score. 11:20 to go here in the first. 1st and 10 from the 39. Handoff. Warren rips through an arm tackle. Spin move to the right, and Warren is buried at the 33-yard line by Diabate. But another excellent move by Warren to create extra yards. He faked out McGuire for 6.
Yeah, started to the left and cut back and found a hole between the end and the nose tackle. And pretty good open field tackle by Juan Thornhill. Hung on, but a big gain.
Arthur Smith calling the plays in his first year as the offensive coordinator for Pittsburgh. Snow has picked up now. Warren in the backfield on a 2nd down and 3. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Handoff, Warren. No, fake it. Wilson running left, and Wilson is hit just short of the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 1.5 yards. That's it. So they run a little bit of an option look with Russell Wilson going back in time.
He all of a sudden pulled the ball, and there was Ellison Smith standing there, and I think Russell Wilson was like, maybe I should have given the ball to him.
So Wilson will remain in there on a 3rd and short. 3rd and 3. We hit 10 minutes to go. First possession of the night. 3 tight ends in this formation. On 3rd and 3, Wilson out of the gun. In the pocket. It collapses, and Wilson is dumped back at the 42. So they were in field goal range, and now they may not be. Myles Garrett gets to the quarterback for his 8th sack of the season.
Myles Garrett in 6 games has rushed over Dan Moore Jr. 141 times coming into tonight. Has 26 pressures and now 5 sacks. against Dan Moore, and the two guys that have seen each other for a while.
And they're going to mark them down at the 40-yard line, and they're going to try a long field goal with Chris Boswell. It was a loss of 8 on the play. Boswell, 58-yard attempt. Boswell kicks it, and it's off to the right. He pushed it, no good. Boswell has been money for the Steelers, who come up empty on the opening drive. No score with 9:12 remaining in this first quarter. The Browns will have the football when we come back. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
It's Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Stack up the savings with deals all month. Get up to 50% off select major appliances. Plus, take an additional 10% off when you buy select major appliances. And don't wait to save on string lights, starting at just $2.98 for 100 count. Shop these deals in-store or online now, because Lowe's knows deals. Appliances valid 11/6 to 12/4. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details and qualifying items. String lights valid 11/21 through 12/4 while supplies last.
Should you get screened for lung cancer? Don't know where to start? The American Lung Association offers Illinois residents free transportation and financial assistance to make sure nothing stands in the way of your health. Early detection and intervention is simple and only takes a few minutes. Find out if you are eligible for a lung cancer screening. Call a lung health navigator today at 844-ALA-LUNG. That's 844-252-5864. Grant funding by the Illinois Department of Public Health.
Did you know your pet's food could be causing issues like scratching or weight changes? Over 80% of pets in the U.S. eat kibble that loses nutrients in warehouses. Pet One Chicago North is different. We cook fresh, nutrient-rich food in small batches that's served in your pet's bowl within weeks, ensuring maximum freshness and nutrition. Freshness can enhance skin, fur, digestion, and overall health. Give your pet the best. Shop local at Pet One Chicago North or online at PetOneChicagoNorth.com because they deserve the best.
Santa here, it's the Tree Time Fall into Holiday Savings Sale. The best artificial Christmas trees and decoration design. 15% off trees, wreaths, and garlands. Going on now at Tree Time, Lake Barrington, and online.
TreeTime.com. Iron Eagle Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Cleveland for the ones who get it done. There's Grainger, offering over 1 million industrial-grade products, fast delivery, free technical support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. So a costly sack, Mike, and it pushed it into a much longer field goal.
Boswell had made his last 5 attempts from 50+. This would have tied his career high, but shows wide right.
So the Browns take over with outstanding field position, the 48-yard line on Cleveland's end of the field. Jameis Winston take the handoff. That ball on the left gets tipped. It was intended for Njoku, and Cam Hayward gets a piece. 2nd down and 10.
Landon Roberts, man, I mean, he just blitzed up the gut. Absolutely nobody touched him. It got right in the face of Jameis.
Now Roberts heads to the sideline. Peyton Wilson, who had the big interception last week against Baltimore, ripping the ball away from Justice Hill, is now in there. It's a running play. Nick Chubb running right up the middle. Chubb's not going to go down, but they're going to mark him down. Forward progress as he works his way to the 49-yard line. Eventually got dumped. And the Browns taking exception to the fact that the Steelers played through the whistle with Hayward and Wilson on the stop. 2-yard pickup.
Well, I mean, Nick Chubb is the guy you want with the ball in the hands, but this offense is 29th in the league in rushing, and Pittsburgh's defense is 4th against the rush. But it's attempts. You keep giving it to Nick Chubb because he certainly has the ability to break it.
Across the line, left to right, Effetti, Batonio, Posick, Teller, and Conklin. Njoku, the tight end, Judy, Moore, and Tillman, the wide receivers, and 3 flags fly down as the Browns never snapped it. Movement on the offensive line.
False start. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
And it's the veteran, the perennial Pro Bowler, Joel Batonio, called on the false start, left side.
Boy, the most tenured player on the Browns team with a bad penalty there. They were already somewhat behind the sticks. Now they're way behind the sticks. This is not the situation the Browns like to be in.
So they're staring at a 3rd and 12 now with 8:19 to go in the first. 4 receivers set. Dime package here for Pittsburgh. Winston throws it to the right side. It's caught by Ford trying to make his move upfield, and he is hit at the 48-yard line. well short of the first down, hit by the combination of Sutton and Patrick Queen. The Browns go 3 and out and will punt after the 7-yard pickup through the air.
Yeah, Ford was the last man out. He actually tipped on T.J. Watt because someone should chip on T.J. Watt to keep him from going one-on-one. And Pittsburgh will give you that short pass on 3rd and 13 all day.
It's up. Corey Bajorquez will kick it away. He's averaging 51.5 yards per kick. Low snap, handled, left-footed kicker. That one's a wobbler on the near side. Flag is down as it floats out of bounds. It did not go where he intended it to go. Austin tried to move forward to grab it, but there was no shot. And now pushing and shoving from both teams right along the Steelers sideline on the near side.
Well, that's normal. I mean, Cleveland, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just another day at the office for these two teams.
But Bajorquez remains on the field. He wants to see if he gets a do-over here because of the penalty marker.
Yeah, not one of his better efforts there. We don't even know where the ball is marked yet. The officials are talking about the flag.
So the gunner got pushed out of bounds and then guided towards the Pittsburgh bench.
During the kick, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, block out of bounds, receiving team number 23. 15-yard penalty from the end of the kick. It's first down.
And that's Casey on special teams, and it was obvious to the officials in the area.
So again, a gunner can get pushed out of bounds and run out of bounds. He can't be touched, but he can't keep running out of bounds. He has to make an effort to come back into the field of play.
Steelers will have it with 7:35 remaining in the opening quarter. No score. Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Hey, Colorado football fans. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. BetMGM and GameSense reminds you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Colorado only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
When scouts analyze potential draft picks, they aren't just looking at tape. They need a deep understanding of the person off the field. The same is true with hiring for your small business. When you post a job on LinkedIn, the world's largest professional network, you get more than just a resume. LinkedIn gives you a real-time view into a candidate's skills and experiences. Let LinkedIn's deep candidate insights help you find your next hire today. To post your job for free, go to linkedin.com/recruitment. That's linkedin.com/recruitment. Terms and conditions apply.
With thousands of free movies and shows, there's something for everyone on Pluto TV. Even me. SpongeBob SquarePants makes me feel seen. Mission Impossible makes everything feel possible. And I just can't get enough NCIS. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. Its thick and rich moisturizing lather delivers a close, comfortable shave for just half the price of gels. A quality shave at an honest value. That's Barbasol.
Barbasol. No score here in Cleveland. 7:35 remaining in the first time right now for tonight's Fact of the Game. It's sponsored by Mint Mobile. Switch and get half off unlimited premium wireless at mintmobile.com/score. Steelers are one of 6 teams with 8 or more wins through Week 11. Detroit, Kansas City, Buffalo, each with 9 wins. Minnesota, Philadelphia, 8 apiece. It marks only the 3rd time since 1990 that 6 or more teams had at least 8 wins at this point of the season. The others, 1999, 2019. But in the laws of balance, Mike, that means there are a lot of bad teams.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of teams with 2-8 records.
Yes.
Like Cleveland and 3-7.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the balance of that, Pittsburgh riding high right now at 8-2.
Kind of the yin with the yang.
I
huh?
feel it.
Is that it?
I feel the yin and yang. I think you just encapsulated it perfectly. The penalty benefits Cleveland. It was a 12-yard punt, but a 15-yard penalty and a flag down before Pittsburgh snaps at this. Has been sloppy.
Darnell Washington.
Full start. Offense, number 83.
Oh, no.
5-yard penalty. First down.
So Connor Hayward, who lines up in that fullback position, hybrid, sometimes tight end, and he's the guilty party. Now we'll head to the sideline. A big guy himself, but not in the Darnell Washington category. They were both set up on the left side. So they went from 3 tight ends in that formation to 0 tight ends on a 1st and 15. Shotgun, Wilson, line of scrimmage, the 14. It's a handoff to the left. Najee Harris gets to the outside, a stiff arm, and he's taken down low as he crossed the 25. Good block from Zach Frazier, 11-yard gain for Najee Harris.
Boy, you're right. Zach Frazier pulled left, got up into Jordan Hicks's grill, the linebacker, and just opened it up for the back. That was excellent execution.
Najee Harris, last week, 18 carries, 63 yards in the win over Baltimore, had 4 catches for 30 yards. Harris has gone over 1,000 in each of his first 3 seasons, poised to do it again. 2nd and 4, Wilson out of the pocket to his left. Wilson, pump fake, trying to get upfield, cannot. It was Hicks who hemmed him in, and Wilson was forced to head to the sideline on the near side, out of bounds, sets up 3rd down at the 23, 3rd and 6.
They were looking to throw that hitch to Mike Williams, but Martin Emerson Jr. just stayed right there out of him. It was not open at all. Made Russ pull the ball down. Now 3rd and long.
We're down to 6:32 remaining in this opening quarter. The Steelers have been used to playing in some of these types of games. As mentioned, they have 2 wins this season without scoring a touchdown. No team has done that since 2002. Tampa Bay, 3rd and 6 from the gun. Wilson floats it up high to the right. It is caught. George Pickens makes the adjustment. He's brought down immediately. That ball hung there for a while, and he's down at the 45 for a gain of 31 against Denzel Ward.
Denzel Ward leads the league in passes defense with 17. Never turned around, Ian, to look at the ball, to look for the ball. I mean, he wasn't beat that badly, but never turned to make a play on the ball.
And if you're listening right now to this game, wondering after a play like that why you're hearing cheers, there are a lot of Steelers fans here. A lot of terrible towels. On a handoff to Jalen Warren. Warren carries it inside for a gain of 2, crossing the 45. Diabate, the second-year linebacker from Utah, will get credit for the stop. Pickens didn't even have it cleanly, and it was Ward who got his hand on it and helped guide it towards the body for Pickens to make that catch. He's got 40 catches of 20-plus yards. Past the line of scrimmage, the second most in the NFL since 2022, tied with Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson in the mix as well. 2nd down and 6, 5 minutes to go in the first. Single setback is Harris from the 43-yard line. Stop and go. Harris gets clubbed. They'll pick up a yard leaning forward. That's it. They're going to line it up at the 42 at 3rd down and 6. Tackle made by Delpit and Bush.
Boy, Pittsburgh just loves the trapping offensive line or the tight ends. And it's been feast or famine. They've either gained a yard or 2 or gained 8 or 9 yards. Been nothing in between at this point.
So Steelers break the huddle. They are 2 out of 3 on 3rd down so far. This is the second possession for Pittsburgh. Cleveland went 3 and out, then had a 12-yard punt, but had a penalty to tack onto it. Extra 15. Line of scrimmage is the 42-yard line. Wilson out of the gun. 2 receivers off to the right. Fake it, throw it on the cross. Hits Jefferson, who is dumped at the 39-yard line by Hickman, the safety. So they get some of the yards as Jefferson came up limping just a bit. And right now, Russell Wilson is staying on the field on a 4th and 2. They're going to make some adjustments. And now Wilson is sent to the sideline, replaced by Fields.
Well, Hickman did a nice job just staying in the middle of the field on the crossing route, which is the route of choice in the NFL to get yards after the catch. It was right there to make the tackle.
Mike, they're going to go with an extra offensive lineman here. Spencer Anderson is in. Justin Fields, they tried this on the first drive of the game, had a penalty, so he had to march off. This is a 4th and 2. Fields fakes it. Fields trying to run right. He's not going to get there. Grant Delpit read it perfectly, as did the rest of the Browns. And they get stopped on 4th down by Cleveland.
I can't tell you how much I dislike that play. I mean, it's going to the quarterback who's basically standing still, has no momentum going anywhere, and then has to break outside right away. Can't even go north and south on a 4th and short. Bad execution. Great defensive play.
The Browns form a wall, and now they will take over as Pittsburgh hands it over on downs. Ball will be at the 40 when we come back. No score, 3:25 remaining in the first. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
It's that time of year again. Sweaters, fireplaces, and snowy weather. Probably. I don't know where you live, which means it's also time for Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. Creamy, cold, delicious, and the only thing you'll want all season long. Whatever your winter looks like, snowy or sunny, it's all the perfect time to give yourself a little sweet treat, cause if it's the iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist, gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating Wendy's. Salted caramel frosty flavored with other natural flavors.
Customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. After that, you can also save me, as I'm currently hanging from the edge of a cliff. To recap, number 1, customize and save. Number 2, time allowing, save me. Shoulders separating!
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com. Savings may vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
With NFL Sunday Ticket now only $89, there's a lot to be thankful for. Like stuffing your living room with Lions and Ravens and Cowboys and Commanders and Broncos and Bears. Not literally, of course. That would be dangerous. Get NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV for $89. Offer ends December 2nd. Sign up at youtube.com/NFLST. New users only. Terms and embargoes apply. No cancellations. Content restrictions apply.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small, loud or quiet. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay, things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
All season long, you can stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by Pfizer. This RSV season, don't drop the ball. Visit VaxAssist.com to check eligibility and schedule an RSV vaccine. Browns take over at the 40-yard line. 3 tight ends in this formation. Nick Chubb in the backfield. Second possession for Cleveland. Winston on a give. Chubb makes the redirect off the cut to the right. He slams it inside and gets it to the 45-yard line. Elliott was trying to grab down low. They're going to mark it just across the 45 for a gain of about 6.
Was a great job just kind of staying behind the line, waiting for something to open up. And it certainly did, a little bit of a cutback.
Snow had picked up. Now it's tailed off a little bit. Browns operating on a 2nd down and 4. We are under 3 minutes to go in the first. Motion man is Tillman to the far side. Handoff, Chubb again. Chubb trying to go up the middle. The Steelers prepared for it. 3 Steelers ready. Roberts, Elliott, 2 of them there to greet Nick Chubb for a short gain.
Yeah, linebacker and safety. Safety playing like a linebacker, coming up and reading the run. Not much area to go, but 3rd and very manageable for Cleveland.
It's 3rd and 2. Jerome Ford will check in. Chubb goes to the sideline. They give him a big coat because it is chilly here in the 30s. Jerry Jeudy sets up in the backfield to the left of Winston, coming off a huge day last week. Winston in trouble. Winston throws it at the last moment, incomplete to the right. Tillman. Winston was going down, lost his footing, could not convert on the short throw, and it's 4th down.
Boy, he did a nice job escaping to the right, and then I think he may have tripped over one of his own players. Either way, lost his footing, and that forced the bad throw. Yeah, he tripped over Wyatt Teller's leg.
And Tillman was open. It would have been first down yardage. Instead, it's Bojorquez for his 2nd attempt. They put some pressure on him. Better punt from Bojorquez. Put this one in the air to the near side. It is over the head of Austin. Rolls inside the 10. And the Browns down at special teams, making a play downfield with Pierre Strong Jr., the former Patriot. That's a 42-yard kick. And now the Steelers will be deep in their own territory. They're going to mark it at the 10. That's where it was touched. HBO's Hard Knocks is giving unparalleled access to the AFC North as teams battle for the division crown and a ticket to the playoffs. Hard Knocks in season featuring the AFC North premieres December 3rd, 9 p.m. Eastern on Max, sponsored by the NFL.
I like that. You get a lot of Mike Tomlinisms.
Oh, man.
in that.
He just has his own language,
He does.
vocabulary. He just has a way to draw you in.
He has the attention of the players,
No
too.
doubt.
I mean, for years and years, he's one of the most respected coaches out there.
It's working. He's in his 18th year as the head coach of the Steelers. He's never had a losing season. He is 26-7-1 in his career against the Browns, most of those with Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. Najee Harris in the backfield, 2:01 to go. Here in the first, ball is spotted just across the 10-yard line at the 11. Shotgun, Wilson, handoff. Harris trying to slash to the right, carries the crowd with him, and he's brought down to the 14, gain of 3. Just about everybody involved defensively for Cleveland.
This is the game it's going to be, and it's going to be a smash-mouth running-type game. You'll see Russ take it over the top like he did to Pickens occasionally because he throws a great deep ball, but for the most part, it's going to be short throws.
Michael Pruitt, who had been banged up the last couple of weeks, is in there, and another option for Russell Wilson at the tight end position. Pruitt's bounced around the league with Minnesota, Chicago, Houston, Tennessee, and Atlanta. 2nd down and 6. Wilson, fake the handoff. Wilson rolling to his left, darts it underneath to Washington, makes the catch, bangs his way just short of the 20, and that means short of the first down, needs to get to the 21. It'll be 3rd and 2. Bush, the former Steeler, and Hicks collaborate on the stop.
Devin Bush had him, and as soon as he caught it, Devin Bush, I'm sure, had to be going, this is a 300-pounder I'm about to tackle in the open field. And he did. He did a nice job. Went low on him and didn't let him gain any extra yards.
Injury update, Van Jefferson. We mentioned that he walked off gingerly earlier. It's a quad injury, so his return is questionable. We'll see if they get Mike Williams more involved. 3rd down and 2, shotgun. Wilson looks to his right, throws, puts some heat on it, and it's caught by Pickens in front of Denzel Ward for 7 yards. Tight coverage, 1st down.
Boy, Russ just roped that ball in there because, again, Ward had pretty good coverage. But Russell, I mean, he had great coverage. Russell just threw it right in the breadbasket. That was an excellent execution, a really, really pretty good defensive play.
Denzel Ward's a 3-time Pro Bowler. He's one of the best corners in the NFL, and they believe in George Pickens, and that chemistry between Wilson and Pickens has been evident. Timer is down to 1, and that'll do it. The clock runs out here at the end of the first. AFC North football tonight in Cleveland. We've got no score at the end of 1, the Steelers and the Browns. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of The Pen, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch, because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and 1 blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, The Pen is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/score. $45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes CDT.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more with yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at prices you'll love. eBay, things people love.
Iron Eagle Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Cleveland. Huddle up with Grainger to get more done. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call clickgrainger.com or stop by one of over 250 branch locations. Mike Orr, the Browns and the Steelers, if you just looked at the numbers, you'd say, oh, Pittsburgh's dominating.
Yeah.
They're not on the scoreboard, though.
No, they're not. And again, Cleveland being the 31st scoring team in the league, this definitely benefits the Browns.
Russell Wilson is 7 of 7, 77 yards, had 105 total yards, Pittsburgh did, to Cleveland's 19, but we have no score. 1st and 10, it's a run. Warren trying to cut it to the right, and Warren is cut down by Diabate and Ward. Ward in run support, no gain on the play. He looped it to the outside, didn't work.
Yeah, great pursuit. Diabate leading the way there. Sure tackler. Second and 10. So this Cleveland defense, and that's what you need to rely on when your offense doesn't score a lot. You have to rely on your defense, and that's something the Browns have been trying to do all year.
So they leave Warren in there, but now they add Cordero Patterson, who sets up to the outside. Now goes in motion and back to the right. 2 receivers off to the left. Shotgun for Wilson. Patterson now cuts behind Wilson. Handoff to Warren, trying to squeeze through the right, and the Browns converge. Warren will get across the 25 and maybe half a yard. That's it, if that. Don't miss all the action of the Black Friday game on Amazon Prime Video. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs meet the Las Vegas Raiders. You can also hear that game on Westwood One. Coverage begins at 2:30 Eastern on many of these same stations on the NFL app or online at westwoodonesports.com. Jalen Warren in there. 3rd down and 9 for Pittsburgh. Motion man Freiermuth settles into the left. Strong side to the left. Wilson with the rush coming. Hangs in there. Throws a moonshot down the field. It's caught. Calvin Austin's got it. And he's brought down inside the 25. Russell Wilson, that's what he does. They handled the blitz, and Austin fielded it like a punt.
And boy, you're right. That's what he does. He just throws such a high ball. It's actually a little underthrown. If it was thrown in the right spot, it would have been a touchdown. Grant Delpit just trying desperately to play catch-up.
Mike, it's a 46-yard reception. The Steelers are in business inside the 30. Motion man is Austin. Handoff. Harris, spin move, and Harris won't go down. Harris tries a stiff arm, and Harris is struggling to get back to the line of scrimmage. He loses the ball. It squirts loose, and Russell Wilson is there. That play easily could have been whistled down a couple of times, but they let him play, and it's going to be a huge loss of 8 on the play. Juan Thornhill missed initially, couldn't bring him down completely, and then Denzel Ward did.
Yeah, Thornhill, though, gave time for all his friends to get there. And you're right, they let that go because his forward momentum was stopped. And kudos to Russell Wilson following the play. Was right there to fall on the ball.
So they did call it forward progress. They're going to place it at the 30-yard line. So what would have been an 8-yard loss turns into a 3-yard loss. And we're going to get a timeout here at the 12:07 mark of the second quarter. Steelers use their first timeout. Wacky stuff in this first half between the Browns and Steelers.
I mean, the Browns defense had been playing well. Offense certainly not getting on track at all yet. And as I said, the Browns have been kind of relying on their defense. But you give up a big play like that, obviously Pittsburgh's at least in field goal range. The goal now for the Browns defense is to hold them to a field goal attempt. But again, Russell Wilson, it's either nothing really intermediate. It's short, quick throws, or it's those moon shots.
Yeah, Calvin Austin has become a weapon for this Steelers offense in his 3rd year, 4th-round pick out of Memphis in 2022. Special teamer on returns, but his ability, yards after the catch, only 5'8", 170 pounds. Michael Pruitt sets up in the backfield in front of Najee Harris. Fake the handoff. Wilson looks. He'll throw to Harris to the left. Catch made in traffic. Nearly goes down. Spin move at the 28, and he's dropped at the 27. by Hickman. A flag is down on the play. Harris is always in motion, contorting his body, trying to avoid tackles. Penalty markers up to 36 on the near side. And it's going to be against Pittsburgh.
Boy, you're right about Najee Harris. I mean,
illegal formation. Offense number 83 was covering number 80. That penalty is declined. It's third down.
Boy, the 83s and 80s have been struggling with lining up right and illegal procedures. But you're right about Najee Harris. I mean, rarely is that first guy bring him down.
He's wiggling his body. He's trying to break free. He uses stiff arms. He'll go airborne. He'll try to hurdle defenders, whatever it takes. And it's a contract year for Harris because they didn't pick up his 50-year option. They're down in 10 now for Pittsburgh. Line of scrimmage is the 27, moving from left to right. Second quarter action, 12 minutes to play, no score. Shotgun Wilson with Warren on his hip to the left. Two receivers right, one to the left, it's Pickens. Wilson looks to the left. Wilson now looks to the right, in trouble. He will throw it. Safety valve. Catch is made by Warren at the 25. Tries to curl it upfield on the left, and he's dropped at the 24. Shelby Harris, who was involved in the Russell Wilson deal, you remember, between Seattle and Denver, makes that play along with Jordan Hicks, and now this will be a makeable field goal for Chris Boswell.
Well, I'll tell you what, in film tomorrow, Russell Wilson's going to see he had Calvin Austin wide open in the middle of the field for a first down. Just did not see him.
It's going to be a 43-yard attempt for Chris Boswell. Missed one earlier from 58 yards. Now 29 of 31 on the season. Line it up on the left hash. Snap, placement, Boswell's kick. It's on the way, and he drills it, but flags down. Whistle blew before.
Starts to the snap. False start. Offense, number 97. 5-yard penalty. Still fourth down.
These are self-inflicted wounds.
Smokes.
Time and time again.
Wow, Cameron Hayward that time. Man, I mean, that's just kill you. Now, they're still well within Boswell's range, but you never know.
So back it up now for Boswell, who's staring at a 48-yard attempt.
And the snow coming down harder now and blowing.
It has picked up, and the wind is swirling. Snapper is Kuntz. Holder is Waitman. 48-yarder from the left hash. The approach, the kick. Boswell drives it, and Boswell's got it. Steelers are on the board. Chris Boswell, the AFC Special Teams Player of the Week, connects. A reminder that for every field goal made tonight and throughout the remainder of the season, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 10:53 to go in the first half. 3-0 Steelers in front. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Should you get screened for lung cancer? Don't know where to start? The American Lung Association offers Illinois residents free transportation and financial assistance to make sure nothing stands in the way of your health. Early detection and intervention is simple and only takes a few minutes. Find out if you are eligible for a lung cancer screening. Call a lung health navigator today at 844-ALA-LUNG. That's 844-252-5864. Grant funding by the Illinois Department of Public Health.
Did you know your pet's food could be causing issues like scratching or weight changes? Over 80% of pets in the U.S. eat kibble that loses nutrients in warehouses. Pet One Chicago North is different. We cook fresh, nutrient-rich food in small batches that's served in your pet's bowl within weeks, ensuring maximum freshness and nutrition. Freshness can enhance skin, fur, digestion, and overall health. Give your pet the best. Shop local at Pet One Chicago North or online at PetOneChicagoNorth.com because they deserve the best.
Thumbtack presents the ins and outs of caring for your home. Out. Uncertainty, self-doubt, stressing about not knowing where to start. In. Plans and guides that make it easy to get home projects done. Out. Word art. Sorry, live, laugh lovers. In. Knowing what to do, when to do it, and who to hire. Start caring for your home with confidence. Download Thumbtack today.
Okay, let's take a poll. How weird does it feel to be called someone's fiance? right? The first time you hear it, you do like a double take. Your heart kind of flutters. And before you know it, you go from, let's just enjoy this moment to, we're planning a fall wedding. That's where Zola comes in. Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place and have fun along the way. From free planning tools like a budget tracker, super necessary, and website, to a venue and vendor discovery tool that matches you with your dream team, everything on Zola is designed to make your wedding journey as easy as possible. And with invites that can be completely customized and a wedding registry packed with gifts you actually want. Zola takes you from save our date to thanks so much without breaking a sweat. From getting engaged to getting married, Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place. Start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com. Happy wedding.
And move him. Chris Boswell will kick it off after the 48-yard field goal to put Pittsburgh on the board. 10 plays, 59 yards, 6 minutes and 8 seconds for the Steelers. Boswell, ball on the tee. Boswell, end-over-end kick. It's going to land at the 2, then roll to the end zone. Jerome Ford got a piece of it. Now he's going to take a knee in the end zone, and they will get it at the 30-yard line. But that might be the 20 because he caught it in the landing zone.
He did. Exactly.
So there was a moment there where Ford wasn't sure if he should take it out or stay. And his teammate told him, hey, stay right there.
Stay right there. Exactly.
Don't risk it.
You have no momentum going forward.
Time of possession right now, Mike, 16:06. Pittsburgh, 3:01.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Cleveland's just not gotten on track at all.
So the ball is at the 20-yard line for the Browns. 1st and 10, moving from right to left with Winston operating from the gun. He's got one receiver to the left. It's Cedric Tillman. 2 receivers to the right. Jerome Ford shifts to the backfield. Winston looks to throw. He does. Fires to the right. Caught at the 30. Turns it upfield. Jerry Jeudy. And he's tackled at the 35. For a moment there, it looked like Jeudy was possibly going to break it for more yardage. Cleveland has its first down of the night.
Well, we saw Jerry Jeudy break one last week for an 89-yard touchdown reception, the 4th longest in Browns history against New Orleans.
So the Browns are trying to operate a little quicker here with Winston shotgun, same formation, 2 receivers right, single receiver to the left. This time it's Jeudy by himself. Ford sets up to the left of Winston. Winston locks in on Jeudy, throws, catch made at the 42, near sideline, and spun down by Joey Porter Jr. He was not going to let Jeudy get by him this time, but Cleveland gets a chunk of yards on 1st down, 8.
2 passes to Jeudy, 2 big gains, staying way ahead of the sticks here. Now let's see if they come back with a run.
2nd down and 2. Ford has been in there on this particular drive. We've seen mostly Nick Chubb prior, and now Chubb takes Ford's spot in the backfield. They go trips to the right. Shotgun on 2nd down and 2. Hand off to Chubb. Chubb keeps the legs churning up the middle, and he's pushed down. He's got a 1st down out near midfield. Nick Chubb handling his business with Preston Smith combining with Keanu Benton on the stop. It's a gain of 5.
Yeah, this is the best way for their offense to operate, is to mix the run and the pass. Again, it's more of a run team than a pass team, though 2 excellent passes to Jeudy and on 1st downs as well.
And an extra offensive lineman here, Michael Dunn, checks in. 6 offensive linemen. So far, they've handled T.J. Watt in terms of pass rush. Fake the handoff. Winston looking. He has time. Throws it over the middle. Caught by Jeudy. Spun down inside the 40. Joey Porter claims that Jeudy knocked him on the side of the head. No flag.
Yeah, that was a great play-action pass, and that's what the run will do for you. Excellent move on the inside. Jeudy did have his hand on Porter's face mask and did kind of push off on it, but did not get the call, and a nice inside move by Jeudy. Another nice throw by Jameis.
Jameis Winston rifling the ball for 15 yards. 1st down, 8:22 remaining, 1st half. 3-0 Steelers in this fast-paced 1st half in Cleveland. Shotgun for Winston, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. It's Jeudy. Winston on a handoff, running to the right. Jerome Ford Ford breaks a tackle. Ford leans forward across the 30-yard line, just outside the numbers, and Ford really close to a first down. They're going to mark him just shy, but that was all Ford with Queen and Sutton collaborating on the hit.
Yeah, then the O-line got involved and just started pushing the pile. And the O-line loves that. They love just going forward, and every O-line would much rather pound the ball running because O-linemen love to block forward, run forward instead of dropping backward to pass.
Nick Chubb back in there on a 2nd and 1. Quarterback keeper for Winston, and it's enough for the first down. He goes right over the top for the necessary yardage. They'll mark him down to the 25. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Thursday Night Football. .708 to play in this first half. 3-0 lead for Pittsburgh. Winston throws to the right. It's caught by Chubb for a modest gain. He's hit immediately by Preston Smith. Came over in that deal with Green Bay. Limits him to a 1-yard pickup.
Well, that's the one thing about short passes against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is the best tackling efficiency team in the NFL. They have a league low, just 63 missed tackles. You're looking to throw short and win one-on-ones against this defense, you may be barking up the wrong tree.
Clock is moving. 6:35 left in the second quarter. Current drive is 7 plays, 56 yards, 4 minutes and 25 seconds off the clock. Winston shotgun, 2nd and 9. Running play, Chubb up the gut. Chubb propels himself, and he's down at the 21-yard line. Nick Chubb got hit down low. It might have been his own man, Ifedi, trying to block for him. And a gain of just 2. A reminder that you can watch NFL Network and Westwood One announcers Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner each and every Sunday on NFL Game Day morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network. So the Browns break the huddle here. They're 3rd and 7 for Cleveland. Shotgun, Winston, receiver in motion. Elijah Moore near side. Winston looks that way, throws over the middle, caught by Moore, but he's short of the line to gain by about 1.5 yards. Brought down by the linebacker Patrick Queen, and the offense is not moving.
No, I would imagine they are going to go for it, and that's a route that's got to be run a yard deeper. You got to run that route to the sticks because the way you're running across field, you're not going to get many yards after the catch. Got to run that a little bit deeper.
Extra offensive lineman is Michael Dunn. Nick Chubb is back in. This is a 4th and 1 for Cleveland. Ball is at the 16-yard line, right hash. Steelers stack the line. Winston under center. Dunn, the motion man. Handoff. Chubb, they need a yard. He's got it. Chubb to the left, and he's brought down just short of the 10. Nick Chubb with a strong carry and gets the necessary yardage. We've got an injured Steeler on the play. It's Patrick Queen.
Well, in 10 games, Nick Chubb has played against Pittsburgh. He's averaged just under 5 yards a carry, and he basically got that right there for the first down. Big play. And really, there was no thought of kicking the field goal there by Kevin Stefanski.
And he suffered that serious knee injury against the Steelers last season in week 2. So to come back from that and be a big part of this Cleveland offense. Now, obviously, they're hoping that Chubb is going to bring the explosion that he used to, as he's done throughout his career. We've got a timeout on the field because of the injury. We'll step aside here. 3-0, the Steelers in front of the Browns, but they're threatening. 4:53 to go. First half. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million+ products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Colorado football fans. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. BetMGM and GameSense reminds you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Colorado only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800.
Here's another great reason to use the United States Postal Service this season. When sending a package, why venture outside? Ship with USPS for a true holiday ride. Want to stay cozy and warm? There's no need to roam with free package pickup and labels printed from home. We have over 600,000 employees always in motion. And before you know it, your gift has delivered in motion. Spread the holiday joy this season with USPS's enhanced network. Learn more at USPS.com/holidayride.
Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grit for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at prices you'll love. eBay, things people love.
Try Barbasol 1919 Classic Shaving Cream. This modern-day non-aerosol formula features enhanced ingredients, an exceptional glide, and crisp fragrance for a shave experience like no other. Learn more at Barbasol.com.
Barbasol. Patrick Queen was the injured Steeler. Did get up on his own, walked off to the Steeler sideline.
Well, I mean, inside linebacker, leading the team in tackles. Look for Cleveland to attack that. I mean, they'll attack it anyway with Nick, but now with Queen out, look for them to continue to attack.
And the main communicator, he wears the green dot as the leader of the defense. 1st and 10 at the 11 for Cleveland. Winston, fake the handoff to his left, flips it, catch is made. Njoku dives for the pylon. He comes up short. But Njoku nearly got there. Deshaun Elliott will get credit for the tackle, and he was shaken up on the play.
Well, that's what the running game's going to do for you. Everybody flowed with the run following Nick Chubb. Jameis was able to roll left. Herbig was in his face, but Njoku was wide open.
9-yard pickup, 2nd down and 1. They're going with 2 extra offensive linemen.
I bet they give the ball to Chubb.
Chubb is in the backfield. On 2nd and short, handoff, Chubb trying to plow through. He does! Touchdown! Cleveland! Nick Chubb gets it done, powering his way to the end zone. Browns take the lead, 6-3 with 4 minutes to go, first half.
Excellent drive by Cleveland, mixing the pass, mixing the run. Glass half full for Pittsburgh. Patrick Queen was back in on that play, so back playing again, but a really, really good drive by this Cleveland offense.
And, Mike, they brought in a linebacker, Winston Reed, a rookie out of Weber State, to play fullback on that play and block for Nick Chubb. Extra point, Dustin Hopkins had an adventure last week in the loss to New Orleans. Couple of misses, and this one is right down the middle. It's a 7-3 lead for the Cleveland Browns. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Time to check the drive summary. It's sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. 12 plays, 80 yards. It took 6 minutes and 53 seconds. They had 6 first downs on the drive. Chubb gets credit for the touchdown.
So you look now, you have 4 minutes left in the half. Cleveland up 7-3 for Pittsburgh. They'll try and burn the rest of the clock this half. And for Cleveland, if they could get the ball back and have another drive, because remember, they get the ball to start the third quarter.
So Hopkins will get off from right to left. Steelers have a bunch of yards. They've had longer drives than Cleveland. They just don't have a whole lot of points.
Well, it was kind of like last week against Baltimore, right? All field goals could not get in the end zone.
Patterson is deep along with Jalen Warren. Both are a yard or two in front of the goal line. And Hopkins is ready to go. The approach and kick from right to left. End over end. This is a booming kick. It takes Warren all the way back over his head through the back of the end zone and out to the 30-yard line for the Steelers. 4 minutes to play in this first half. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Wilson is 10 of 10. He's been perfect, 128 yards through the air, and yet the Steelers are down 7-3.
And two of those were deep balls.
First down for Pittsburgh. Line of scrimmage is the 30 along the left hash. Michael Pruitt is in there. Pitch it. Harris running to the right. Harris slips one tackle and gets buried at the 31.5-yard line by Delpit and Bush. 2nd and 8.
This is one of those where maybe you do throw the record and the stats out. Again, Cleveland is 24th in the league against the run, and they are just absolutely stonewalling the Steelers' rushing attack tonight.
Mike Tomlin's team has had the answers throughout the season, a 5-game winning streak. They're 4-0 with Wilson at starting quarterback. They lead the AFC North by a game and a half over the Ravens, including the win last week. Tight formation. Wilson faked the handoff, looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, loses the ball. Wilson trying to jump on it. It's free, and the Browns have it. Winston Reed comes away with it for Cleveland. Major mishap for the Steelers.
Well, Russell Wilson walked off the field, patting his chest, saying, "My fault." One thing he does, when he scrambles, he hangs the ball. And he hung the ball, and it just got knocked out. And then it was a mad scramble for the ball. Just what Cleveland ordered. They could run out, use a lot of time the rest of this half and still get the ball in the third quarter. But Russell Wilson, been in the league a long time, and just holding that ball down, not tucking it away when he's trying to break out of the pocket.
And the NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, got a little piece of it, enough to jar it loose. Steelers tried to jump on it. Cleveland comes away with it, and they've got a first down now at the 31-yard line with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to work with. Winston out of the pocket to his right. On the move, a floater over the middle is hauled in at the 21 by Elijah Moore. That was a bang-bang play for Winston to get rid of it and Moore to catch it in traffic for 9.
That was kind of a no-no, yes. He was rolling hard to the right and kind of jumped in the air and threw it back left. Ends up with a big gain of 9.
2nd down and 1. Clock continues to roll. We're down to 2:40 remaining in this first half. 7-3 advantage for Cleveland. Nick Chubb in the backfield. Single receiver to the left is Tillman. Winston carries it himself. He's got enough for the first down. He's not going to go down. And finally, they whistle it dead as he crosses to the 20-yard line. 2-yard pickup. First down for Cleveland.
So you can kind of tell the confidence in the offense. Normally a 2nd and 1, you kind of take a chance at times. Cleveland's had this a couple times, and basically a quarterback sneak, just move the chains, get a first down.
And it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Cleveland doesn't want to leave Pittsburgh with any time remaining on the back end. We've reached the 2-minute warning, sponsored by First Alert. Protection is key to protect life's moments, and First Alert is your partner through it all. Be prepared. Install smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in every bedroom of your home. Visit firstalert.com for fire safety you can trust. 7-3 lead for Cleveland. Browns are looking for more. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Your home, your family, your moments. First Alert is reminding you to be prepared and install smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in every bedroom of your home. Don't forget to add First Alert fire extinguishers on every level, plus the kitchen. and know how to use them. Protection is key to help protect life's moments, and First Alert is your partner through it all. Get fire safety you can trust by visiting firstalert.com and Lowe's stores today.
It's Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get a head start on Black Friday all month long with exclusive deals. Right now, get 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees just in time for the holidays. And get a free select tool when you buy a select battery or combo kit. So don't wait to save. Shop these deals in-store or online now because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/21 through 11/27 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
It's that time of year again. Sweaters, fireplaces, and snowy weather. Probably. I don't know where you live, which means it's also time for Wendy's new Salted Caramel Frosty. Creamy, cold, delicious, and the only thing you'll want all season long. Whatever your winter looks like, snowy or sunny, it's all the perfect time to give yourself a little sweet treat, because if it's the iconic Frosty with a salted caramel twist, gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating Wendy's. Salted Caramel Frosty flavored with other natural flavors.
A reminder that you can once again listen to every Westwood One NFL broadcast this season for free via the NFL app from now until Super Bowl 59 in February. The NFL is on Westwood One, and it's on the NFL app too. Download for free today. Well, Mike, you go in with ideas and notions of how things are supposed to be. That's the great thing about the NFL. You don't know until you play the game.
Absolutely don't know. You look at Cleveland's first couple of drives, 3 and out, couldn't do anything, and then they put a beautiful drive together, score a touchdown, get a big turnover, and now are looking to score again before the half.
So Nick Chubb is in there on a 1st and 10. Ball is at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Handoff, Chubb running to the right. Chubb is escorted down by Hayward after the gain of 2.
And they're okay letting the clock run down. They'll go no huddle, but they're all right. Let that clock run down and try not to leave Pittsburgh anytime.
Down to 1:40 and counting. They'll go empty here with Winston operating out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and a flag down at the 21.
Full start. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
And it's Ifedi who is stepping in for the injured DeJuan Jones, and Jedrick Wills, who used to have that spot, also not available because of injury, so they've had to go to the 3rd stringer.
Well, I mean, we talked about O-line combinations for Pittsburgh having 5. Cleveland has 8. I mean, it's just, and that's the position group you need to have the most chemistry. And from last year into this year, the injuries that have hit this O-line have been devastating.
So back it up, 2nd and 13 now at the 23-yard line for Cleveland. We have 1:36 to play in this first half. 2 receivers off to the left. Njoku is in the slot left. 2 receivers right. Winston, shotgun, steps up. Winston will throw underneath. Catch made at the 17. Spun down Elijah Moore. They'll mark him down at the 16. Preston Smith had to make that tackle for Pittsburgh. It's a gain of 6 and a timeout call.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh calling the timeout too. They're trying to save some time for one more drive this half.
A reminder to stay with us for the Thursday Night Football Halftime Report, sponsored by Wendy's. Scott Graham will have a conversation with the Eagles' Brandon Graham. Hey, 2 Grahams. That's coming up on the Wendy's Halftime Report. Wendy's new Salted Caramel Frosty is the only treat you'll want this season. The iconic Frosty with a salted caramel twist. Gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating Wendy's. Naturally flavored.
How about Scott Graham sitting in his nice cozy basement, all warm and everything?
How do you know this?
Oh, I know.
You know.
I know Scott.
You know
Oh,
things.
I know Scott. Yes.
Winston is 9 of 11, 78 yards. The touchdown was Chubb on the ground. And Cleveland still with an opportunity here. 3rd and 7. They lead 7-3. 1:27 to go in this first half. Winston, shotgun, Chubb to his right. Motion man to the near side. Elijah Moore settles in, slot left. Hand up, Chubb trying to cut it through, cannot. Right along the right hash, he gets hit by Patrick Queen, and the Browns face 4th and 6. The field goal unit not coming on immediately, and the Browns offense is staying on the field.
I would be stunned if they run a play. or just try and get Pittsburgh to jump.
Chubb in the backfield, a minute to go. Browns fans come to their feet. Shotgun. Winston trying to get the Steelers to move. They're trying to pull a Tomlin on Tomlin. Shotgun. Winston.
They're not running the play.
Not going to snap it.
And Pittsburgh saving their one timeout.
3 seconds. 2 seconds. And now the clock stops with 42 seconds on the clock. So a timeout taken by Cleveland as Kevin Stefanski was playing little cat and mouse game.
Yeah. And Pittsburgh, good disciplined football there. As a former D lineman who jumped offside one time on Monday Night Football on a 4th and short, got caught on the snap count. Yeah.
You know what? Let's go to the tape, Mike. We actually have the highlights.
It's a lonely, lonely feeling. When did the refs start announcing numbers?
The fact that you've gotten over it, though,
it's
pretty obvious.
It still only haunts me every other day.
Yeah.
Not every day.
You wake up 2 in the morning in a cold sweat. All right, we'll get a field goal attempt here from Dustin Hopkins. He missed one from 27 last week and from 51. This is a 34-yard attempt trying to add to the Cleveland lead. Sunahara will snap it, while Horquez will hold it. It's angled to the right. Hopkins swings the leg, kick on the way, and he's got it. The Browns go in front 10-3 with 40 seconds to play, first half. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, delivering a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. Step aside, 40 seconds to play, 7-point advantage for Cleveland. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, all branches of the military, veterans, and their families are eligible to join. And when you become a member by December 31st and open a new credit card within 14 days, you could get $300. When you have that, you'll feel financially at ease, which means you can worry about other things like what you'll do with your extra money. What if you decide to join a gym? What if you go to the gym every day? Will you become the annoying, grunting guy at the gym? You have a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, your finances won't be one of them. Join today at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Must join an open membership savings account between November 1st and December 31st and open an eligible credit card account within 14 days of joining. Visit NavyFederal.org for full terms and conditions.
Customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. After that, you can also save me, as I'm currently hanging from the edge of a cliff. To recap, number 1, customize and save. Number 2, time allowing, save me. Shoulders separating!
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com. Savings may vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Stay up to date with Westwood One Sports by following us on X and Instagram. In-game highlights, direct links to listen to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow Westwood One Sports on X and Instagram. Mike, the Cleveland Browns came in as the second-to-last scoring team in the NFL, 16.2 points per game. Pittsburgh, 15th overall, but better with Russell Wilson in at quarterback. So far, it's Cleveland with the upper hand, 10-3.
Yeah, a really good drive on a touchdown and then a big play on the fumble to put themselves in field goal position. You know, they say for at least for the half, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Dustin Hopkins will kick it off. It was Garrett who knocked the ball free from Russell Wilson, setting up the Hopkins field goal. And now Cordero Patterson and Jalen Warren are separated, standing 3 yards in front of the goal line. Ball on the tee. Snow has stopped for the most part. No, it's still a little bit of a flurry. End over end kick. This one is over the head of both receivers and out to the 30-yard line.
So 40 seconds left, one timeout. They saved the timeout. This is one of those situations where you kind of see what you do the first play or two if you're going to try and get it down the field and at least get it in field goal position.
Myles Garrett with 2 sacks, a forced fumble tonight. A lot of build-up with him and T.J. Watt. Garrett made a comment this week that T.J. didn't handle the Defensive Player of the Year award last season the right way. T.J. shot back saying, no, I have no issue. They don't play against one another.
Yeah, and other people vote for the award.
Correct.
It's not like these guys have a hand in the vote.
1st and 10 from the 30. Shotgun. Wilson throws. Makes the connection inside the numbers to Freiermuth. And you hear Steelers fans chanting Muth after the grab.
Well, there it is. That big play on the first play.
19 yards. We're down to 24 seconds, 23 seconds. Steelers get to the line, down to 20 seconds. Snap. Wilson, double clutch. He throws to the left, and it's caught by a staff member of the Browns who's not involved in the actual action. So he thought his receiver was going to be along the sideline. He went up the field.
Yeah, Cleveland kind of wondering about intentional grounding there. He was nowhere near a receiver, but no call at all.
Mike, that is the first incomplete pass of the night for Russell Wilson.
They have 3 points.
3 points. They're down 10-3. 17 seconds left, trying to get into field goal range. Wilson is going to take a shot downfield, left side, and there was contact. Waiting to see if there's a call. Nothing. Pickens with Emerson. Incomplete.
So there was contact, but it was their feet being tangled up. Anytime feet tangle up, ref's not going to make that call. I think that's the proper no call.
So Pickens in a matchup with Emerson, one-on-one. Pickens tried to get around Emerson behind him, and you're right, the legs got tangled up. Jalen Warren in there, 11 seconds on the clock. Ball is at the 49-yard line. Can they get one last-ditch effort to get into field goal range? Wilson passed the ball, and Wilson is sacked. He gets devoured by Garrett. 3rd sack of the night for the Defensive Player of the Year. And that's how the half will end, fittingly for Cleveland.
Wow, that defense stepping up the offense with a couple of drives to put 10 on the board. Mike Tomlin will have some choice words, I think, for his team at halftime. Cleveland with all the momentum and the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
So we have hit the break here at Huntington Bank Field. And the Browns have a 10-3 lead over the Pittsburgh Steelers. When we come back, Scott Graham rejoins us from the Progressive Insurance Studios with the halftime report. Protect the stuff you love with Renters Insurance. Visit progressive.com. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Hey, it's Joe Montana. I'm here to spread the word about pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease, or IPD. If you're 65 or older like me, you're at increased risk. So what's the game plan? A strong defense. Pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD can be serious. So don't wait to help protect yourself. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and schedule today at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Welcome to the Thursday Night Football Halftime Report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. Wendy's new Salted Caramel Frosty is the only treat you'll want this season. The iconic Frosty with a salted caramel twist. Gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating locations. Naturally flavored. Once again, here's your host, Scott Graham.
From our Westwood One studios, we've reached halftime in cold and snowy Cleveland. And right now, the Browns have it over the Steelers, leading by a score of 10-3 at the break. As we told you earlier, our Sunday night game this weekend is a good one. The Philadelphia Eagles going to L.A. to take on the Rams. Philly, after their bye in Week 5, has won 6 games in a row. They've been getting it done with a defense that statistically has been the best over the course of those 6 games. And, of course, if you know the Eagles defense, you know Brandon Graham, now in his 15th year wearing midnight green. He came back for one last go-round this year, signing a one-year contract and saying as he signed it, it would be his final season. Well, a couple of things changed, and during the 6-game win streak, there have been some whispers that who knows, maybe he would be interested in coming back for one more. When we talked this afternoon, I asked him if there was any way he'd come back and play another season.
You know what? My biggest thing is getting through this one. And then, just talking about it. But if I'm holding that trophy, man, it's good to go out on top and then be a part of the dynasty that they building here right now, because I'm definitely going to try it out with Howie and see what position I can, kind of come in where I can still be around. And then I'm going to do some media stuff too, just to check that out too.
I'll tell you what, you take a look at what your defense has done, and it's a big part of why you guys have been on the win streak that you have. And I think a lot of people were looking, I was there throughout the entire of the preseason and talked to Vic Fangio, and he talked about that it was going to take a little time for all the pieces to be in the right place and to be together. Is that pretty much what's happening, that you guys are maturing into his defense?
Man, right before our eyes. I mean, even for me, I'm like, wow, being on that sideline sometimes because I don't always start it off out there, but I like watching how they start off the game. And I'm like, man, everybody, they gave us everything that we knew was coming. And everybody was in their spot, especially like teams that just throw a lot of eye candy out, a lot of motions, and like that's what we got this week. It's the same thing. You got to be sound, in those things. And so I think you do have a lot of the guys in the right position. I mean, Cooper, he was hurt during preseason, so it was like he was trying to catch up too from when he came back. And now I feel like now he's just gaining confidence every week, him and Q.
And you talk about a couple of guys who have done a tremendous job back there, and they're kids. So do the kids come to the old man to ask advice? Do you go give advice without being asked? How does that work?
You know what? They work out with me every Tuesday. So Tuesday on our off day, they come in, we do some speed work together. And it's cool because we all just working on like different things. Sometimes it's, straight direction. I mean, like get off stuff. Being in, it's all technique in this league. So they working on their technique. It's me, Coop, Q. It's a bunch of guys that just kind of follow just what I've been doing. And it's cool because it's an unsaid thing. It's not like they came to me and was like, hey, BG, we want to do this. They just started showing up and they just like what I do when I come in on Tuesdays. And so we just got about a good 10 guys that do it. Sidney Brown. I mean, I just enjoy that part of it, man, because really I try to give them stuff, gems here and there when it comes up. But for the most part, they've been handling themselves well. And all I just say is keep up the good work, man. I like how you work.
Well, from one Graham to another, BG, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Good luck rest of the way.
Oh, yeah, man. And, it's one NovaCare away. And, I'm going to give you a discount because you're a Graham. So, check. I'll send you the invoice.
Thanks,
I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Scott.
Brandon Graham back for one more season or perhaps beyond. Philadelphia Eagles trying to stretch the win streak to 7 games in a row as they take on the Rams on Sunday Night Football. Our coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern Time with NFL Sunday. Our halftime score, Cleveland at 10, Pittsburgh 3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
The Illinois Coalition for Immigrant and Refugee Rights is proud to announce the scholarship opportunity for DACA renewals. The scholarship will be provided through the New American Initiative partners and covers the full USCIS renewal filing fee. Please visit icirr.org/DACA to see the requirements and how to apply. This scholarship is available first come, first served until the funds are exhausted. The ICIRR is dedicated to promoting the rights of immigrants and refugees to the full and equal participation in the civic, cultural, social, and political life of our diverse society.
Santa here, it's the Tree Time Fall into Holiday Savings Sale. The best artificial Christmas trees and decoration design. 15% off trees, wreaths, and garlands. Going on now at Tree Time, Lake Barrington, and online.
TreeTime.com.
For over 185 years, Catholic Cemeteries Chicago has been a haven for families offering sacred spaces to honor your loved ones. The grounds, steeped in faith and tradition, are a testament to lives well lived. Choosing a final resting place can be a daunting task, especially in the face of rising costs. That's why Catholic Cemeteries offers prepaid plans, securing your loved one's legacy and locking in today's prices, giving you peace of mind. Visit CatholicCemeteriesChicago.org or call 708-236-5490 today for a free consultation.
On second and short, handoff, Chubb trying to plow through. He does! Touchdown! Cleveland! Nick Chubb gets it done, powering his way to the end zone. Browns take the lead, 6-3 with 4 minutes to go, first half.
Only touchdown of the first half, and that is the difference in the game right now. Welcome back to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One from the Progressive Insurance Studios. I'm Scott Graham. Looking for a career path with flexibility, great pay, and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. Take a look at the first half. 17-minute time of possession for Pittsburgh. They dominate there, but one big turnover and one 80-yard drive, and Cleveland's got itself the halftime lead. This has been the Thursday Night Football Halftime Report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. Wendy's new Salted Caramel Frosty is the only treat you'll want this season. The iconic Frosty with salted caramel twist? Got to be Wendy's. Limited time only at participating Wendy's, naturally flavored. Our halftime score, Cleveland 10, Pittsburgh 3. When we return, Ian Eagle and Mike Golick will have the second half kickoff. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Colorado football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown, and he throws an awesome block so his teammate can score instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Everyone knows the most exciting part of football is the score. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line. Place a first touchdown scorer wager today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Colorado only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Here's another great reason to use the United States Postal Service this season. Your boxes are wrapped and the gifts are in. Our employees are ready. Let the holiday ride begin. Let's start with the price. It's easy to manage when you ship with the reliable USPS Ground Advantage. In just a few days, it's sure to arrive. We're working nonstop to keep the spirit alive. USPS Ground Advantage, the affordable and reliable shipping solution for the holidays. Visit USPS.com/advantage. William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx saved you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Get ready for the start of the second half here in Cleveland. The Browns leading the Steelers 10-3, opening up Week 12 of the NFL season. Ian Eagle, Mike Golick. Let's check the halftime stats. Sponsored by Indeed. Looking for quality candidates this year? Look no further than Indeed. Indeed's video interview tool takes the hassle out of virtual hiring. Visit Indeed.com/credit. So for the Pittsburgh side of things, numbers-wise, not terrible. Russell Wilson, 11 of 13, 147 yards, but no touchdowns, no interceptions, a fumble recovered by Cleveland. They turned that into 3 points. Warren, the leading rusher, with 27 yards. Receiving, Austin had the big play, 1 catch, 46 yards. Pickens, 3 catches, 41 yards. Freiermuth, 2 catches, 41 yards. For Cleveland, Winston, 9 of 11, just 78 yards, but did not turn the ball over. Nick Chubb, 9 carries, 27 yards with a touchdown. Judy, 3 catches for 39 yards. Statistically, it doesn't really tell the story of the first half. Mark.
No, it doesn't. Pittsburgh, holding the ball for about 5 minutes more as well. But they've gone now 6 quarters, Ian, without scoring.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 quarters without scoring a touchdown. I mean, it's just they can't get the ball in the end zone. Cleveland has one good drive, and then turnovers mean basically everything in a close game, low-scoring game like this. Pittsburgh with the turnover, Cleveland capitalizes with 3.
If there were any concerns about this Pittsburgh team, even at 8-2, it was this, that the offense could get stalled, couldn't get out of its own way, the flow isn't there, and that's exactly what we saw in the first half from the Steelers. Time for the second half kickoff, sponsored by Boot Barn. Boot Barn celebrates the values of honesty, hard work, ingenuity, and perseverance, proudly offering a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn, keep west. Chris Boswell will kick it off, a rare miss for him in the first half, a long field goal attempt of 58 yards. Boswell the approach, end over end, Ford and Strong are deep. That one is boomed through the back of the end zone, coming out to the 30-yard line for Cleveland. Jameis Winston, last week, he had 395 yards passing. They had 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns and 2 missed field goals to show for it. So, again, just like Pittsburgh with drive but not putting it in the end zone, Cleveland had a lot of yards last week but only had 14 points to show for it.
And they got torched by the tight end / quarterback Taysom Hill. 7 carries, 138 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 35-14 loss in New Orleans. Cleveland in bounce-back mode against their bitter rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. First down from the 30. Winston drives it across the 40-yard line with a catch made by Akins. The tight end has a first down working along the right hash, hit by Fitzpatrick. That's a 12-yard dart on the first play of the second half.
Boy, we have seen both teams use the slant to the bigger tight ends and wide receivers, just trying to wall off, and good, accurate throws by both quarterbacks.
And the snow is picked up again, swirling a bit with the wind. Field condition has been pretty good, though. Has not been nearly as slick as we thought it might be. Handoff to Chubb, running up the middle. Chubb is bottled up at the 45-yard line. First man there is Nick Herbig, stepping in for the injured Alex Highsmith. And right now, T.J. Watt is trying to get involved and put his fingerprints on this game the way in which one Myles Garrett has.
So the one thing you won't see this Cleveland offense do if it doesn't have to is take chances. They're going to run the ball. They're going to have safe passes unless they get in a position where they have to score quickly, which is they're not in.
Second down and 7, just a minute gone by in the third. 10-3 Cleveland. Browns moving from right to left, play action. Winston steps up. Winston gets out of there, throws on the move. Wide open, Cedric Tillman makes the catch and loses the ball. Tillman just gave it away. The recovery there for Pittsburgh as the ball popped loose. Dante Jackson in the right spot. Tillman with the catch, tried to make a move upfield and took a pop. The hit made by Deshaun Elliott.
Boy, he put his shoulder right on the football. Jameis Winston did a great job stepping up into the pocket, eluding the grasp of T.J. Watt, who then immediately looked to the official and said, "I was held." But a great hit by Elliott. Now 1 turnover each.
So the Browns had it rolling.
Sure did.
They were going to have a first down in Pittsburgh territory, ready to add to the lead. Instead, Pittsburgh creates an opportunity with a defensive play by Elliott, recovery by Dante Jackson. First down at the 25-yard line for Najee Harris in the backfield. Wilson, handoff, Harris. He's got a hole to the right. Harris makes a move on a zigzag to the 30, and he lunges to the 34 for a gain of 9. Combination of Thornhill and Ward bring him down.
You talk about fundamentals. That time Isaiah McGuire was the end man on the line on the left side, and he just got caught inside, did not contain. That's why the play got outside.
Line of scrimmage is the 34, 2nd and 1. Feed it. Harris again. Harris will carry some tacklers with him for a first down. Working inside the hash marks. The Browns claim they've got the football.
And I think I heard a whistle, though. I think they're...
The field is down by contact.
Yeah.
First down.
Najee Harris was indicating that play was dead and done. And the ball was not free, but after his knees were down.
His knee, his hip, his side. There was many things down on the field there, Ryan.
Najee Harris knew it, and that's why he was so confident as he popped up. And Harris will remain in there. New set of downs for the Steelers at the 37 of Pittsburgh. 12:35 to go, third quarter. Take the jet sweep, hand it to Harris. There's nothing there. On a spin move, they'll give him a gain of half a yard. Devin Bush read it perfectly for Cleveland.
And you had the DB, Greg Newsome, playing up on the line like a linebacker. Both these teams somewhat playing the run. That's why that slant is working for both teams behind the linebackers when you have safeties playing up for the run.
Steelers came in with a plus 11 turnover differential, number 2 in the NFL behind Buffalo. They're even tonight after the fumble by Tillman. Second down and 9, ball spotted at the 38, shotgun for Wilson. It's a handoff to Warren, running to the right, cuts it upfield to the 40, and he's down there trying to get it to the outside. Cleveland converged with Juan Thornhill. It's a modest pickup of 2.
Excellent job by Denzel Ward, keeping that contained, rushing inside again, giving space for his friend to come over and help make the tackle. Now, 3rd and long for Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh is 4 of 8 on 3rd down, 3rd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
We'll keep an eye on Myles Garrett this play.
Already has 3 sacks. Shotgun for Wilson. Twin receivers off to the left. One to the right is Freiermuth. Wilson takes the snap, rushes on. Wilson looking, steps, floats it, catch made. Warren at the 40, spin move, and he stays upright across the 45. It's very close. He needed to get to the 47-yard line, and now it just depends on the spot. He was hit by Thornhill. Warren has this ability to stay balanced.
Well, he was hit by Thornhill 4 yards short of the first down, and he just spun and kept his feet.
Mike, it's not enough. They're a yard shy, and they keep the offense on the field. Wilson under center. Handoff. Warren, he's wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Maurice Hurst Jr. makes the play, and the Browns defense delivers again.
That's the second time on 4th and short that Pittsburgh's been stopped. The first time they brought in Justin Fields to run the Wildcat, he was stopped behind the line. Same here. Great job by this defense stepping up.
And the Browns will take over at the 45-yard line. They've got a 10-3 lead over Pittsburgh. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Should you get screened for lung cancer? Don't know where to start? The American Lung Association offers Illinois residents free transportation and financial assistance to make sure nothing stands in the way of your health. Early detection and intervention is simple and only takes a few minutes. Find out if you are eligible for a lung cancer screening. Call a lung health navigator today at 844-ALA-LUNG. That's 844-252-5864. Grant funding by the Illinois Department of Public Health.
Did you know your pet's food could be causing issues like scratching or weight changes? Over 80% of pets in the U.S. eat kibble that loses nutrients in warehouses. Pet One Chicago North is different. We cook fresh, nutrient-rich food in small batches that's serving your pet's bowl within weeks, ensuring maximum freshness and nutrition. Freshness can enhance skin, fur, digestion, and overall health. Give your pet the best. Shop local at Pet One Chicago North or online at PetOneChicagoNorth.com because they deserve the best.
The Illinois Coalition for Immigrant and Refugee Rights is proud to announce the scholarship opportunity for DACA renewals. The scholarship will be provided through the New American Initiative partners and covers the full USCIS renewal filing fee. Please visit icirr.org/DACA to see the requirements and how to apply. This scholarship is available first come, first served until the funds are exhausted. The ICIRR is dedicated to promoting the rights of immigrants and refugees to the full and equal participation in the civic, cultural, social, and political life of our diverse society.
Santa here, it's the Tree Time Fall into Holiday Savings Sale. The best artificial Christmas trees and decoration design. 15% off trees, wreaths, and garlands. Going on now at Tree Time, Lake Barrington, and online.
TreeTime.com.
For over 185 years, Catholic Cemeteries Chicago has been a haven for families offering sacred spaces to honor your loved ones. The grounds, steeped in faith and tradition, are a testament to lives well lived. Choosing a final resting place can be a daunting task, especially in the face of rising costs. That's why Catholic Cemeteries offers prepaid plans, securing your loved one's legacy and locking in today's prices, giving you peace of mind. Visit CatholicCemeteriesChicago.org or call 708-236-5490 today for a free consultation.
Don't miss all the NFL excitement on NBC Sunday night. The Philadelphia Eagles take on the Los Angeles Rams. You can also hear Sunday Night Football each week on many of these same stations on the NFL app or online, WestwoodOneSports.com. So the Browns take over. Snow is swirling. It's a handoff to Jerome Ford, running the right side right along the hash marks, and Ford carries it for a few. Nick Herbig slides in to make the play.
So on the fumble, Cleveland had it in Pittsburgh territory. On the downs, they have it in the territory. The last time on the fumble, they turned it into 3. They're still probably about 5 yards away from a Dustin Hopkins career long. If they get a first down, they're definitely in field goal range.
Nick Chubb is back in there. He sets up to the right side of Winston. Shotgun. It's a handoff. Chubb going up the middle, across the 40, and he stood up there. They're going to mark him down at the 39, hit by Cam Hayward. That's a pickup of 3. Would this qualify as lake effect snow? You're in Ohio.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Yes.
It's a snow globe right now.
Quite honestly, it's a very nice snow.
It's very pretty.
It's not a driving snow. It's not a wet snow. It's just kind of a swirling, wonderful snow as the Cleveland fans that are shirtless are enjoying it all.
Seen a few of those, barrel-chested.
They have, but that's a very nice way of saying they're fat. Yeah. Yeah.
Corpulent.
Yeah.
3rd and 4 now for Cleveland. Shotgun. Winston looks, throws. It's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Cam Hayward over there defensively, incomplete, and it's 4th down for the Browns. So the ball at the 39-yard line.
So going to be about a 56, 57-yarder.
They're not even going to try it. They send out Bojorquez.
Right. Wow.
So Bojorquez will punt it away as Cam Hayward hit that one with his right shoulder blade. He lifted himself in the air, and the 6'5" frame got it done. High kick, Bojorquez. He's trying to place this one inside the 10. It bounces at the 5 and rolls into the end zone. That was actually a very good fake by Austin, who came forward as if he was going to field it. It froze a couple of special teamers. We'll step aside. 9:09 to play. 3rd quarter. Full-on snow right now in Cleveland. It's 10-3 Browns. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
At Boot Barn, we believe the cowboy boot is the foundation for a life well lived. We work, we raise, we break bread, and tomorrow it starts again. This life requires a boot that supports perseverance. Ariat boots undergo 150 steps to ensure performance. Boot Barn carries over 250,000 Ariat boots nationwide, because out west, tenacity is second to none. Ariat at Boot Barn.
Finding quality candidates for your small business is no little league game, but Indeed can help you cover all your hiring bases. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
So this new dose is, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
A reminder to join us Saturday, December 14th, Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the Army-Navy game, presented by USAA. John Sadak, Mike Mayock, Tina Servasio. They'll bring you all the tradition, the pageantry of America's game. It's the 120th Army-Navy game. It's presented by USAA beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern, live from Washington, D.C. For more info or to listen to the live stream for free, log on to WestwoodOneSports.com.
When I was playing for the Eagles, and we played in the vet, and they had the Army-Navy game at the vet, that day we would usually have a walkthrough, and then we would stay and just be honored to watch the pageantry of the game. And then, you know, at Notre Dame, I played against Army, Navy, Air Force, and just the respect you have for those players and what they're going to do for our service.
Yeah.
But then watching them play, it's just, it's such a great spectacle.
Pretty special, Mike Olick, and so nice that you got to be a part of it in that way. I got to call it for 8 years on the TV side.
Awesome.
Really, truly was. Handoff to Warren, running to left. Warren's got a big gain to just short of the first down yardage. He gets forced out on the left sideline after the gain of 9. Emerson whiffed. That allowed Warren to get the extra yards using his body angling to the left.
And that's one of those where there's nothing wrong with the defense. The defense, Emerson was in perfect position to keep contained and make the play and just missed the tackle.
2nd down and 1. Warren has been the more effective runner, and he cuts it on a knife to the right, and he's got a first down. Across the 30, out near the 35. He's tackled there. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Thursday night football. We are in a full snow squall now in Cleveland. Fake the handoff. Wilson. Protection holds up initially. Wilson in some trouble. Floats it up. Nearly intercepted. Reed had a chance at it. Tomlinson had a beat on Wilson that forced him to speed up the process, and it was almost a turnover.
Winston Reed, the two-way player, plays a little fullback on offense, and now the ball goes right through his hands. Oh, he'd love that one back. Boy, the snow is really coming down. But again, it's not the type of snow that should affect the passing game too much. That was a rush and getting Russ running the ball that affected that throw more than anything.
Tomlinson nearly had the sack. This is a 2nd and 10 at the 34. 8:03 to play in the third. 7-point lead for the Browns. Handoff. Warren stumbles, and he's down at the line of scrimmage. Running to the right. It was met by Ward and Bush.
So, yeah, you're having Denzel Ward at times up on the line. You're having Greg Newsome at times up on the line. They're the extra man. They're unaccounted for and are not going to be blocked, and they're making some tackles. We haven't seen many missed tackles. We just said Emerson missed a tackle a couple of plays ago. Other than that, both teams have been pretty spot on with their tackling.
Snow is swirling. 3rd down and 10 from the 34-yard line of Pittsburgh. Wilson, shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Wilson in the pocket, looks, sets, throws, deep shot down the left sideline. It's caught. Jefferson back in there, and he makes the grab in Cleveland territory. He turned his body and started backpedaling, waiting for the ball to get there once again. It's a 36-yard reception.
So zone coverage, you have the cornerback dropping back, and the safety is supposed to help over the top. But you had 2 go routes, the outside and inside man, and the corner kind of got caught between both of them. I'm not sure which one to go to. Ball just, again, Russell Wilson drops a deep ball in.
Ball is spotted at the 31. Pittsburgh on the move. Handoff. Najee Harris can't get to the outside. He tried to loop it left, and Diabate denies him. It's a loss of 3.
There were 3 long passes that have really been the offense for Pittsburgh.
So playing to the scouting report, Russell Wilson will complete those long balls, but when they've had other opportunities, they cannot cash in. 2nd down and long for Pittsburgh. Shotgun, Wilson, Harris to his left, 2 receivers right. Wilson takes the snap, walks into the right, now out of the pocket. Wilson on the move. Wilson trying to run. He does, turns the corner, down the sideline, and may have gotten the first down. It's really close. They're going to mark it right at the line to gain, and that would be enough to move the chains under 6 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Isaiah McGuire on the outside rush, and he took an inside rush on Broderick Jones and ended up giving up the edge. It's just something you have to play disciplined football.
3 tight ends with Washington, Pruitt, and Hayward. They moved it back. It was the correct spot as they looked at it again. It was shy. So it's 3rd down and a little less than a yard. At the 22-yard line, they need half a yard. Harris in the backfield. Back set up in the eye. Handoff. Harris struggling. Harris not going to get there. And now it's decision time for Pittsburgh. Met by McGuire, and then Ellerson Smith and Grant Delpit helped stop them at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, this is something. I mean, listen, Cleveland's already stopped them twice on 4th and 1. Mike Tomlin, no hesitation to send the field goal team out and not really challenge his team to say, guys, we've got to be able to get a yard.
We are in a full-out snowstorm
and
right now.
The snowflakes got a lot bigger.
They did.
Yeah.
They're chunkier.
Yeah, they are. A little more meat to them.
Boswell, 41-yard attempt with the snow falling rapidly and swirling because of the wind.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pittsburgh, I'm really surprised they're not going for it. I really am, especially in the swirling wind and the snow. I know it's a shorter field goal.
And Pittsburgh has taken a timeout, and Mike, they may have changed their mind on this. Iron Eagle, Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Cleveland. Give your team an edge with Grainger. You'll have supplies and solutions for every industry. Plus, fast delivery, 24/7 support when you call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's back on the field. It's their 3rd try at getting a 4th and 1. They're 0 for 2.
Steelers with 4:43 on the clock in the 3rd. They trail 10-3. They break the huddle. The ball is at the 22-yard line. Warren in the backfield to the right of Wilson. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Operating out of the gun, they need a yard to keep this drive alive. 4th and 1. Wilson looking to throw. Out of the pocket. Spin move to his left. Wilson throws and hits his man on the sideline. It is Freiermuth for a 1st down. And now the snow is accumulating on the field. For the most part, it had been green throughout the evening, and now you're seeing bits of white settling in. That's going to move the chains and keep the drive alive for Pittsburgh.
And I tell you, Russell Wilson, he broke outside because tight end stayed in to block on Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett ended up catching. Russell threw that ball knowing that Myles Garrett was going to smoke him, and he did. But they get the 1st down.
And the line of scrimmage is the 14. It's tough to see the line of scrimmage now. Handoff. Harris running up the middle. Harris keeps the legs moving, and he's tackled at the 10. Harris upset because he thought he could have taken it to the house. Isaiah McGuire helped save a touchdown for 4 yards. Najee Harris.
Not going to lie, this snow escalated quickly.
It did.
Yeah.
I didn't see this coming.
I did not either. Glad I'm not doing sideline.
It felt like we had settled into a pretty good space here. And now
Mother Nature said, let's add a little bit to it.
Yeah, let's give you a little more intrigue in the second half. Wilson on 2nd down and 6. Warren to his right. Wilson couldn't handle the snap initially. Recovers, and Wilson gets crushed. Back at the 17 by Hicks. Jordan Hicks gets to the quarterback. It's a loss of 7.
So now we're going to feel the effects of the snow. High snap, went off the hands of Russell Wilson, and the rush able to get by the O-lineman. This is going to affect all kind of footing out here and potentially the snap like we saw there.
And give Russell Wilson credit just to get his hand on the ball and stab it, or it could have gone over his head, and then it's a free ball. 3rd and 13 for the Steelers. Back it up to the 17-yard line. Shotgun. Wilson to throw it. He will fire to the left side. It's caught, but short of the sticks. George Pickens.
Now they'll send out Boswell for the chip shot.
So 4th down for the Steelers. The ball is at the 10-yard line. They needed to get to the 4.
Nothing guaranteed here with the snap and the hold and the kick in this field. Just got really, really slick with just a film of snow on it.
We are down to 2:05 remaining in the third quarter. The snapper is Coots. The holder is Waitman. Left hash. 28-yard attempt. Boswell connects. The Steelers inch closer. It's 10-6. A minute 56 to play in the third. The snow is connecting to Mike Tomlin's beard. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol shaving cream, delivering a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. It looks like Tomlin actually has shaving cream in his beard right now. 10-6, a minute 56 to play. Third quarter, you're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Check, check, and check. That's the sound of me getting a jump start on my holiday list. But I can't take all the credit. Kohl's makes it too easy. I got my daughter a mini instant camera, my husband his favorite cologne, my sister Kookaburra by UGG slippers, and that's just the beginning. Then I got 20% off some of my other gifts. Yep, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Select styles. Offer valid to November 23rd. Coupons do not apply to Tech, Sephora at Kohl's, and Kookaburra by UGG. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Something amazing is happening at work. Innovative tools are helping people do better work. That's because CDW configuration specialists are multiplying productivity with Microsoft Windows 11 Pro Surface devices. Built-in security, flexibility, and simplified management streamline tasks so your team can get more done. Microsoft and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/surface.
Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol, America's #1 brand of shaving cream. Barbasol's thick and rich lather gives you a close, comfortable shave for just half the price of gels.
Barbasol. With thousands of free movies and shows, there's something for everyone on Pluto TV. Even me. SpongeBob SquarePants makes me feel seen. Mission Impossible makes everything feel possible. And I just can't get enough NCIS. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, go to goodrx.com or download the free GoodRx app. Certainly for the guys not wearing shirts. You may want to get those updated.
Boy, you're not kidding.
You might have some symptoms after this one. Pittsburgh's going to kick it off from left to right. You can't even see the yard lines anymore. Boswell to Jerome Ford. This is returnable for Ford, trying to cut it to the right side across the 30-yard line, and he's dropped at the 35. Jeremiah Moon on special teams makes the play, and now this is going to be a war of attrition.
Well, you are a true pro knowing what yard line is on. if you didn't really know, you just said it with conviction. I bought it.
Thank you, Mike. Wow. It's going to be challenging all around.
Well, it absolutely is. Footing from the O-line coming off. Again, the offense in bad footing has the advantage. They know the snap count. But it's really tough into a defender in snow, in bad footing weather.
Temperature has dropped to 32 degrees. Line of scrimmage is the 35. Fake the handoff. Winston to his left. Floater is handled downfield. It's Whiteheart, who was just called up from the practice squad. A tight end from Wake Forest with a big play downfield for a first down, and it's going to cover 28 yards.
Oh, I'm sure Pittsburgh thought Whiteheart was in there to be a blocking tight end, and they were going to run the ball, and he just lumbers out on a corner route. Third-year players, you mentioned out of Wake Forest, 6'4", 250, kind of bobbled it and then reeled it in.
So on one side of the field, opposite side, they're trying to shovel the lines, at least where the goal line is, so the players can see it. 45-yard line of scrimmage, handoff to Chubb, running it up the middle, and he carries it to the 40. Porter, I think, along with Preston Smith combined on the hit. And no, that's going to be the 31-yard line. I was off by 10 yards. But trust me, if you were here, you'd understand. You can't see.
You cannot see at all.
So the line of scrimmage is now the 31 on a 2nd down and 5. Chubb in the backfield. Handoff. Chubb stops running to the right. He's chopped down. He got caught from behind. T.J. Watt over there defensively.
And in a normal field conditions, they'd be in field goal range as clock is going to run out on the 3rd quarter, but they need more. You need to be in chip shot field goal territory.
Don't know if they're going to run another play here. They do rush to the line. It's a 3rd and 5 at the 31. Cleveland is 0 of 5 on 3rd downs. They snap it with 1 second left. Winston will throw it. It's caught underneath. Trying to make the tackle on Tillman, and he is denied the 1st down. It's really close. Really close. Wilson, along with Bishop, there defensively, and he took a pop on the play.
He took a shot, but, man, he was about a yard behind the 1st down marker, took the shot, spun, and now if he didn't get it, he's only inches away.
We'll let you know when we come back. End of 3 in Cleveland. The Browns 10. The Steelers 6 in a snowstorm in Ohio. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My check engine light's on?
That could hurt your gas mileage. The AutoZone free Fix Finder service can help find the fix for free.
Get in zone.
This whole report for free?
That's right. Printed and on your phone for free.
Get in zone.
But what if the fix is too tough?
We'll recommend a local shop. Fix Finder, only at AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
So this new dose is... nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Shop Dell Technologies Black Friday event for their lowest prices of the year. The future is on sale today with limited time deals on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. Black Friday is their biggest sale of the year and the best time to upgrade, but it's only here for a limited time. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. Its thick and rich moisturizing lather delivers a close, comfortable shave for just half the price of gels. A quality shave at an honest value. That's Barbasol.
Barbasol. All season long, you can stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by Pfizer. Hey, football fans, ready for RSV season? Check eligibility and schedule an RSV vaccine at VaxAssist.com. And fans, a reminder, you can listen on WestwoodOneSports.com, on the NFL app by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports, or on our affiliate stations' digital platforms.
Okay, they were about 3 inches short. It's going to be 4th down. The refs were trying to figure out exactly where to put the ball. And the entertainment here at stadiums, you turn out all the lights.
They do.
And all of a sudden, the refs were standing on the field like, you got to be kidding me. We got to go mark this ball on the other side of the field as workers are vigorously trying to sweep the yard lines to see where the ball is supposed to be put.
It is the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's true.
And they have a very gifted guitarist.
They really do.
And he's great.
Who's a younger kid.
Young guy
Yeah.
who plays like 60s and 70s riffs.
And he's in the cold doing it.
He's in the cold doing it. but you might want to read the room.
Yeah.
This was not the moment for it.
The refs just kind of stood there and looked around like, are you kidding me? You just turned the lights off on us?
It is 4th and inches for the Browns. Tillman, by the way, went to the blue pop-up tent.
Yeah.
He was not well after taking that hit. Winston goes to the line of scrimmage. Judy sets up. It's a handoff. Nick Chubb, spin move. He's got enough for the first down. He got stopped initially, but the second effort by Chubb will keep this alive. Smith got in there and tried to bring him down, got turned around a bit.
Smart play. He wasn't the deep back on that play. He was more the up back off to the side to just get him the ball quickly and let him get the 3 inches needed, and he got it.
So, new set of downs for Cleveland. We are underway in this fourth quarter. 10-6, the Browns in front. The ball is spotted at the 24-yard line. The throw, Winston to the left. It's caught. Jordan Akins with a first down grab, and he slides down at the 5. 19-yard hookup.
Well, using the tight end, Jerry Jeudy was used early in this game, but he's gone to the tight ends his last couple of passes.
So the ball is spotted at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
And again, you have receivers running forward and DBs going backward in snow, so you know who has the advantage.
2 receivers out to the right. It's Judy and Moore. Double tight end set, 1st and goal. Shotgun, Winston, handoff. Chubb trying to force his way in. They're going to push him. Chubb getting stacked up. He's not going to get there. The Browns attempted to shove him from behind, but Landon Roberts held up well amongst others for Pittsburgh. And they're going to mark him down at around the 3.
Yeah, that was going to turn it into the good old-fashioned scrum in rugby, but never really materialized.
Tillman is heading to the locker room for Cleveland. 2nd and goal at the 3. They're going to go with extra offensive linemen once again, and it's Reed, the linebacker, who checks in. He led Chubb for a touchdown on the only score of the night of that variety. 2nd and goal from the 3. Chubb in the backfield. Handoff. Chubb trying to work his way inside, and Chubb is stopped. They'll pick up a yard to the 2. 3rd and goal.
And I tell you, in playing in stuff like this, it's just tough to get your footing.
Sure.
It's tough as a defensive lineman to hold up. It's tough for an offensive lineman to get footing to drive forward.
Injured Pittsburgh Steeler. It is a Landon Roberts who's on one knee, and the athletic training staff has gone out to check on him.
And everything hurts a little more when it's cold.
I have to imagine. And look, you can prepare, you can simulate.
Yeah.
You can't prepare for this.
You can't prepare, you can't simulate for snow, for what it does to the field, for what it does to the footing. And smart pass plays.
Reed and Roberts met in the hole. And Landon Roberts is taking his time walking to the Pittsburgh sideline. He took a serious shot.
He's walking slow. Under his own power, but he is walking slow.
And the Steelers hold up again. It's 3rd and goal at the 2 for Cleveland. Steelers trying to hold the Browns to a field goal, so this would remain a 1-score game. Browns are in the huddle. 12:38 to play in the 4th. 10-6. Cleveland in front. Browns moving from left to right. 3rd and goal from the 2. Chubb in the backfield. Winston. Fake the handoff. He will throw it wide open. Dropped. Njoku could not secure it. Patrick Queen got over there a little late. It was there for the taking. Incomplete.
Again to a tight end. Again to a wide open tight end. A great play. Jameis couldn't have walked out there and handed the ball to him any better. He's got to be sick.
But, Mike, they are not going to kick the field goal. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal at the 2. Browns holding on to a 10-6 lead. Ford is now in there in the backfield. 4th and goal for Cleveland. Ford goes in motion to the left. Winston trying to throw for it. Winston stepping up, in some trouble. Winston is going to run. Touchdown! Leaps in the air. Angle to the right. And the Browns put 6 on the board. Jameis Winston gets it done. He jumped over Sutton for pay dirt.
And he has been doing that all night, just barely escaping up in the pocket. And this time at least saw somewhere where there was an open touchdown where it wasn't sure where the goal line was.
Jameis Winston broke away from Herbig and then got leveled at the end by Hayward. But he left his feet to ensure that he would get there. They're going to go for 2. They have a 10-point lead with 12:16 on the clock. And the snow continues to fall and swirl hard. Shotgun for Winston, 2-point try. Winston takes the snap. He throws it to the left side. Acrobatic. Njoku's got it for 2. That was the tough one.
It was. That was the harder of the catches, and you know he was concentrating on that one and brought it in. Wow, 18-6. The Browns up.
And a team that has not scored a touchdown in 7 straight quarters needs 2 to get back in it. Fourth quarter action, it's 18-6 Cleveland. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Should you get screened for lung cancer? Don't know where to start? The American Lung Association offers Illinois residents free transportation and financial assistance to make sure nothing stands in the way of your health. Early detection and intervention is simple and only takes a few minutes. Find out if you are eligible for a lung cancer screening. Call a Lung Health Navigator today at 844-ALA-LUNG. That's 844-252-5864. Grant funding by the Illinois Department of Public Health.
Did you know your pet's food could be causing issues like scratching or weight changes? Over 80% of pets in the U.S. eat kibble that loses nutrients in warehouses. Pet One Chicago North is different. We cook fresh, nutrient-rich food in small batches that's served in your pet's bowl within weeks, ensuring maximum freshness and nutrition. Freshness can enhance skin, fur, digestion, and overall health. Give your pet the best. Shop local at Pet One Chicago North or online at PetOneChicagoNorth.com because they deserve the best.
Thumbtack presents the ins and outs of caring for your home. Out. Procrastination. Putting it off. Kicking the can down the road. In. Plans and guides that make it easy to get home projects done. Out. Carpet in the bathroom. Like, why? In. Knowing what to do, when to do it, and who to hire. Start caring for your home with confidence. Download Thumbtack today.
Iron Eagle Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Cleveland. Tackle your to-do list with Grainger. From locker rooms to plant floors, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. This week, Jameis Winston talked at length about this storied rivalry and how excited he was to be a part of it. I don't know if he could have even visualized this in the snow in Cleveland, going airborne to get a touchdown to build on the Browns' lead. It's been pretty special for Winston and the Browns. This is returnable for Patterson from the 7-yard line. Patterson cannot take long strides, and Patterson gets knocked down as he crossed the 25 by Ford.
This is about as AFC North as you can get with the two teams playing and the weather going on. And boy, what a mountain the Steelers have to climb. As you mentioned, going into their 8th quarter of not scoring a touchdown and needing 2.
So Russell Wilson has the challenge in front of him with his team trailing 18-6. Wilson talked also about this storied rivalry between the two teams, and now he's a part of it, trying to lead a comeback from the 31-yard line. It's a throw to the right side. Catch is made by Washington. He tries to hurdle the defender. Contact made by Delpit, and he goes down after a gain of 4.
It's a big man trying to hurdle people, but I think he understands DBs are always going to try and take his legs out. So maybe jumping is the better way.
And Mike Justin Fields is in there. So the Steelers are going to try something different now on a 2nd down and 6 at the 35. Down to 11:38 to play. Fields will operate from the gun. He's got Warren to his right. Fake the handoff. Fields takes it himself to the right. He's got a first down, turns the corner, down the sideline. Fields to the 45, to the 40, and he's inside the 35. It pays off as Thornhill chases him down. The Steelers go to Fields, and he comes through with a big gain down the sideline.
Well, the two defenders that were chasing early ran into the one guy blocked him. Hayward blocked them both. And then they ran into one another and just gave Fields the sideline.
So the ball spotted at the 35. It's a 30-yard gain for Fields, and he remains in there. 109 rushing yards for the Steelers. Fields trying to cut it to the near side, circling, and Fields is forced out of bounds. Bodies flying as Devin Bush Jr. would not let him turn it upfield. And Fields a little bit slow getting up, and he's going to stay in there. Wilson remains on the sideline. Wilson was ready to check back in. He was looking to see if Fields was okay.
Yeah, we've seen Fields in for a few plays, and we've not seen one pass attempt.
So that is a loss of 2 for Fields on a 2nd and 12 now. This team went 4-2 with Fields as the starting quarterback in the first 6 games of the season. They've gone 4-0 with Wilson as the starter. Shotgun, Warren to the side of Fields. Step, he's going to throw a deep shot down the right side. It is way over the head of Pickens, out of bounds, incomplete. And Fields took a hit from Jordan Hicks.
The passer, defense number 58.
Wow.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's Hicks.
Wow.
I would tell you there's a flag on the field, but you couldn't see it.
Wow, Jordan Hicks. I mean, you had Pittsburgh in a hole. He hit him clean, but then he landed on him.
And then the back of Fields' head hit the turf.
Yeah, he didn't try and he put his hands out late. I mean, it's the rule. Not saying I like the rule as a former defensive lineman, but it is the rule.
So the ball is at the 22-yard line with 10 minutes to go in the 4th. And Wilson is back in there. Single setback is Harris. Give it to him. Harris trying to get to the middle, and he struggles to do so. Spun his body for a gain of 2, and Shelby Harris is there to greet him. Tune in to watch all the excitement of the NFL this Sunday on CBS and Fox. Check your local listings for games and times in your area. Catch the NFL on CBS and Fox. 2nd down and 8. We are down to 9:35 and counting left in the 4th. Cleveland's got an 18-6 lead over the Steelers. Pittsburgh is driving at the Browns' 20-yard line. Movement, Pittsburgh pointing at the left side of the Cleveland line. The Browns pointing at the Pittsburgh offensive line. And now Brad Allen's going to have to sort it out.
Neutral zone infraction, defense number 54. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
And it's Okoronkwo called on the penalty.
Boy, you give him a roughing the passer, you give him a first down, you give him an extra 5 yards here, because understand, Pittsburgh is playing for touchdowns. Everything is 4-down territory for them.
So the ball will be placed at the 15. This is now a 2nd down and 3. Snow continues to fall and swirl. Wilson under center, Harris in the backfield, tight formation. 2nd and 3, fake the handoff. Wilson out of the pocket to his right. Little flip, caught by Harris, cuts it upfield. He's got a first down to the 10, to the 5, and he's brought down just outside the numbers on the right side for a gain of 10. Diabate with the tackle. Steelers in business. It's a 1st and goal at the 5.
Yeah, defender got caught in space covering Harris or rushing on Wilson, and he had to eventually go after Wilson, who would have had free green grass or snow-covered grass to run.
It was green.
It was
at
green.
One point.
There's green there somewhere.
Down to 8:36 and counting, left in the 4th. Steelers, 1st and goal at the 5. Knocking on the door. Shotgun. Wilson, fake the handoff. End around. The run from Patterson to the right, and the Browns get to him. He couldn't turn the corner. It's a loss of 2 on the play. Delpit and Bush combined to bring him down.
So going wide in this weather is difficult for the runner to kind of put that foot in the ground and turn it up the field. Now, Justin Fields was able to because both the defenders got blocked and he had clear space to turn it up. But for the most part, running wide in this is very, very difficult.
Now, we noticed it with Patterson on the return earlier. He couldn't really get into a full stride.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 9.
Another killer.
Athletics to the goal. Automatic first down. This is number 9's first toward potential disqualification.
Grant Delpit.
Wow. A roughing the passer, an offsides, and an unsportsmanlike conduct.
He was smacking at the face of Pickens.
He grabbed Pickens' mouthpiece and pulled it off his face mask. I mean, that's...
Yep. And then chucked it. Yeah. First and goal at the 4. Shotgun. Fields is in there. Handoff straight ahead. Touchdown! Jalen Warren emerges for the score. And the Steelers answer. We've got a ball game here in the 4th. 7:57 to play. 18-12 with the extra point coming.
A nice drive, a good run by Fields, the long run, a nice drive aided by the Browns. 3 just bad penalties, but Pittsburgh took advantage.
The Steelers are in the midst of playing 4 straight divisional games. They played their first one last week, a tight win, 18-16 over Baltimore. Boswell on for the extra point. Snap, kick is good. 18-13, 7:57 on the clock. The Browns lead the Steelers. We'll come back in a moment to Cleveland. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I think my battery's dead.
With free battery testing and charging, we can help you get back on the road.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
So what if I need a new one?
We have the right Duralast battery for you, only at AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
And what about my old battery?
We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Guys, it's finally here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. It's cold, salted, yet perfectly sweet, delicious, and it's at the top of Santa's Christmas list. What? Santa has a list too, you know. And he's a huge salted caramel frosty fan. Probably why he's so jolly all the time. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Salted caramel frosty flavored with other natural flavors.
Finding quality candidates for your small business is no little league game, but Indeed can help you cover all your hiring bases. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Hey, I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Black Friday football on Prime is back. It's the Las Vegas Raiders against the Kansas City Chiefs, November 29th, 3 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video, sponsored by the NFL. You can also hear that game on Westwood One. Kevin Kugler, Hall of Famer James Lofton will be on the call from Arrowhead.
Just amazing mistakes by Cleveland. The roughing the passer, the Grant Delpit unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, what are you doing? You're grabbing the mouthpiece of another player and ripping it off and throwing it. What are you thinking?
Playing games there with George Pickens. It costs his team. It puts Pittsburgh in perfect position. They take advantage with a Warren touchdown run. This is returnable for Ford from the 1. Ford takes it to the 20, tries to turn it upfield, and he's going to come up short of the 25. They're ripping at the ball. They can't jar it loose. And he's tackled down at the 24-yard line, I think. It's tough. The snow has accumulated in different parts of the field. They have brought shovels out to try to clear the yard line areas in the direction that the Browns are now moving towards. So that's the far side of the field.
There's a late worker that's just getting off the field now as they broke the huddle.
Michael Dunn is in there, an extra offensive lineman. It's a first down at the 24-yard line, 7:48 to go, 5-point lead for the Browns. Handoff, Chubb to the left. He's wrapped up. He falls forward for a gain of half a yard. Peyton. Teammates. The snow is real. This came on in a hurry. There were flurries at times. It stopped at other times. At halftime, this was really not an issue.
No.
And then bangs. At a point in the third quarter, it changed dramatically.
Halfway into the third quarter, all of a sudden the field was covered. You could barely see.
Chubb remains in there. We'll call it 2nd and 9. We approach 7 minutes to go. Shotgun. Pick the handoff. Ball is not free. Winston gets sacked, and the Steelers have it. Herbig jars it loose, and Pittsburgh jumps on top of it. Another forced fumble, and the Steelers have a bunch of game wreckers on defense. Deshaun Elliott with the recovery.
Herbig has missed some time this year, but he's certainly been a force when he's been in. Alex Highsmith is out, and he just absolutely runs around at Betty. I mean, barely gets touched. So here was a team that hadn't scored a touchdown in, 7 quarters, was down 2 touchdowns, gets a drive aided by the Cleveland penalties, and now another turnover.
And, Mike, those defensive players were doing snow angels in the end zone. Fittingly, there's actually snow to do the snow angels. And Winston got detonated by Herbig.
We have snow angel depth snow, but not snowman depth snow.
We're not at that level quite yet. We still have time left. 7:05 on the clock. We might get there. Line of scrimmage is the 27. Steelers moving from right to left. Make the hand up. Wilson, moonshot, looking, end zone. Incomplete. Pickens was open. He couldn't locate the football.
Rodney McLeod in coverage, and the ball seemed to be behind Pickens, and not in this horrible weather, not able to redirect.
It was right there for Pickens, but off to his right, incomplete. 2nd and 10, and even 7 minutes to play. 18-13 Browns from the 27-yard line. Harris in the backfield. Wilson, snap it, handoff. Harris trying to force his way up the middle, and he does for a couple extra yards after the contact by McLeod. But it's going to set up 3rd down and 6.
It'll be an interesting decision if they don't make it, if they try a field goal in this weather, because there's still plenty of time because they got the ball in the turnover to get the ball back again. Let's see if they make this.
6.5 to go in the 4th. 3rd down and 6 for Pittsburgh at the Cleveland 23. Operating from the gun is Wilson. Harris to his right. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Wilson takes the snap, looks, throws, over the middle, end zone, caught, touchdown! Calvin Austin, a strike from Russell Wilson. He fires it through the snow, and the Steelers take the lead. It's Wilson to Austin. Touchdown.
Right in the middle of the field. I mean, it's just a great throw. Much different than the last throw he had, which was behind the receiver. This one right on the money in front of Greg Newsom.
You couldn't throw it any better than that. That was a perfect toss.
And it has to be in this weather. Pittsburgh's going to go for 2, probably make it a 3-point lead.
19-18 Steelers. Extra offensive lineman is Spencer Anderson.
Lord Barnes says that
Trying
two-year
to
man
add to
got
the
me
lead here
grinning.
with 6:15 to go. Snow continues
You're
to fall
absolutely
at a
buck
rapid rate.
You're
Shotgun,
absolutely buck wild.
Wilson.
I appreciate you very, very, very daggone much, man.
Three receivers to the
Dude,
right.
tonight's been an
Wilson
awesome
looks.
start, man.
Fade
Y'all
route
always
to the
come
left.
here and y'all always blow it up,
Incomplete.
man. Y'all's energy just feeds off me.
He was looking for
I feed off your
Patterson,
guys' energy.
and he was covered
And,
by
and then when
Delta.
y'all were spewing that energy like that in
So
the chat, man,
they
I see
don't
those
get the
daggum
2
emotes
points right,
rolling.
but they do
I
take
see
the
y'all just
lead.
daggum getting buck wild, man. No matter
6:15
what it may be,
remaining in
man.
Cleveland. The
When y'all-
Steelers
when that
19,
chat is
the
flowing,
Browns 18.
when that chat
You're
is
listening to
flowing,
Thursday Night Football.
it does so much
on
for me,
Westwood
man. I
One.
don't know if you guys understand that or not, but it does so
Finding
much for
quality
me.
candidates for your small
And y'all got
business
that
is no
daggum
little
chat
league game,
going, man,
but
and
Indeed can help you cover
I'm
all your
fired up.
hiring bases.
Still
Their
the
all-in-one
same
hiring
old
platform
red
has
deal.
smart
What?
tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire fast. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's majestic golden eagles and other less majestic birds taunting you through the baseball-sized hole in your new windows. It's soaring guitar solos performed through faulty wiring in your garage, which subsequently erupts into flames. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates other insurers, not available in all states.
Something amazing is happening with supply chains. They're running themselves quickly and securely. That's because retailers consulted with CDW, who designed and built a Cisco security solution to defend against attacks and respond to threats. With end-to-end protection, better decisions are made in real time, so warehouse and customer data stay safe until products reach their destination. Cisco and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/Cisco.
Check, check, and check. That's the sound of me getting a jump start on my holiday list. But I can't take all the credit. Kohl's makes it too easy. I got my daughter a mini instant camera, my husband his favorite cologne, my sister Kookaburra by UGG slippers, and that's just the beginning. Then I got 20% off some of my other gifts. Yep, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Select styles. Offer valid to November 23rd. Coupons do not apply to tech, Sephora at Kohl's, and Kookaburra by UGG. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
It's time to check the schedule of games coming up on Westwood One. Sponsored by Hulu Plus Live TV. Sunday night, Eagles at the Rams. Monday night, Ravens at Chargers. Next Thursday, Thanksgiving doubleheader, Bears, Lions, Giants, Cowboys, Dolphins, Packers. Hire the fans for cable TV. Switch Hulu Plus Live TV today, along with the 95 live channels. Live TV plan required. Restrictions apply. Learn more at Hulu.com.
Boy, I'd say for Boswell, the key is just get it in the landing zone so it doesn't go to the 40-yard line to give Cleveland good field position.
Boswell, end-over-end kick. And this one is going to land in the landing zone. It's followed by Ford. He picks it up. He's running across the 30-yard line on the left, and he's dumped at the 32. So 26-yard return. 6:09 to play. Steelers are upset that there was no call on the 2-point try. They felt that Patterson was held on the jersey. And it's a 1-point lead for the Steelers.
Well, now it's pressure on the Browns, just to get in field goal position, and boy, to get that down, to snap the hold in the kick, unless they can get it in the end zone.
Ball is at the 32-yard line. Shotgun formation for Winston. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Rush is coming. Winston batted down at the line of scrimmage. He could not get it over the steel curtain. Ogunjobi, the former Brown, with the smackdown.
So again, in this type of weather, the advantage goes to the offense. A, they know the snap count. And B, the receivers know the routes. It's just a matter of shortening your stride if you have to cut so your feet don't slip out in front of you.
24, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Joey Porter Jr. is called for a defensive hold.
I mean, who's seeing a flag out there?
And Jameis Winston has gone to the Cleveland sideline. So the Browns are going to go with a different look here. They're going to go with their own version of what Fields has been with Dorian Thompson-Robinson now in. And the ball is up to 42. They get 10 yards or make it the 37. Handoff going up the middle for Chubb, and he will carry it to the 40-yard line for 3.
Boy, I don't know what happened. Dorian Thompson coming off now. Okay. Jim is coming back in.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson is from Las Vegas, went to UCLA.
Yeah.
I don't know how much snow he's seen in his life. Probably the first snow that he might have seen or really experienced was last year as a rookie in Cleveland. And now Jameis Winston, who is from Alabama and played at FSU and played at Tampa Bay and New Orleans, in there on a second down and 8. Shotgun. Winston. Play is whistle dead.
Oh, wow. Cleveland just shooting themselves in the foot.
Full start. Offense, number 65. Flag guard penalty. Second down.
It's Ifedi, who is starting at left tackle. This is not easy to deal with the snow, to deal with the elements. You're making it a lot harder on yourself with these unforced errors.
And Ifedi trying to get a jump because he's the one who gave up the sack to Herbig, the sack fumble on the last drive.
So a little bit even Steven because now they lose 5 yards. The ball is just across the 35-yard line. We'll call it 12 yards for the first down. Out of the pocket, 2nd and 12. Winston gets around the first wave. He throws on the move, and it's caught by Judy inside the 40. Winston struggling to get to his feet, and Winston is going to stumble his way back to the huddle.
What a phenomenal throw on the run over the outstretched arms of the defender. He had to throw back across his body, and he had to lob it in there as well because that was in traffic, and Judy went up and just snatched it out of the air.
That is a pro's throw. He took a shot at the end of the play, and Winston went down awkwardly. Line of scrimmage is now inside the 40. Fake the handoff. Winston looking to his left. He throws on the move, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Elijah Moore on the play, but couldn't locate him. Stops the clock. 4:34 remaining. The Steelers up by 1. They are still doing their best to try to shovel the lines just so they have an idea of where the ball is.
And Cleveland's got to gain more than a few more yards to get into chip shot field goal range.
Winston having a tough time after that hit. He is trying not to limp at this point. Fake the handoff. Winston, step, throw, downfield, knocked away. He was trying to hit Njoku, but Bishop, the rookie out of West Virginia, makes the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Well, that was a very dangerous throw. 2 defenders by the receiver. Probably should have been intercepted, though. Tough to make that kind of catch in this weather. I'll give the defender that.
Bishop cutting in front of Njoku. Peyton Wilson, the linebacker, had the coverage on the back end. The Browns are yet to convert on a 3rd down. They're 0 of 7. This is a 3rd and 10 for Cleveland. Ball is just inside the 40-yard line. Shotgun. Winston in the pocket. Steps up. Fires a wobbler, and he throws it right to the Steelers. It's picked off by Dante Jackson. Costly turnover from Jameis Winston. And Pittsburgh takes over with 4:22 to go.
Yeah, the receiver went inside. Jameis threw it outside. Maybe it was the weather that affected that throw, but that was right to the defender.
And the turnovers piling up for the Cleveland Browns. Steelers have a 1-point lead and the football when we come back. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
With NFL Sunday Ticket now only $89, there's a lot to be thankful for. Like stuffing your living room with Lions and Ravens and Cowboys and Commanders and Broncos and Bears. Not literally, of course. That would be dangerous. Get NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV for $89. Offer ends December 2nd. Sign up at youtube.com/NFLST. New users only. Terms and embargoes apply. No cancellations. Content restrictions apply.
Customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. After that, you can also save me, as I'm currently hanging from the edge of a cliff. To recap, number 1, customize and save. Number 2, time allowing, save me. Shoulders separating!
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com. Savings may vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Every Westwood One football broadcast this season is once again available on all Alexa-enabled devices. Just say, Open Westwood One Sports. You'll be taken straight to the action. That's Open Westwood One Sports to listen on Alexa.
Obviously, Pittsburgh would love to hang on to the ball for the last 4:22, but Cleveland has all 3 of their timeouts. They can make a defensive stand here. They could get good field position if they get the ball back.
Pittsburgh is now plus 13 in turnover differential this season, plus 2 tonight. Handoff to Najee Harris, running up the middle. He takes it across the 25-yard line. He's dropped at the 27 by Grant Delpit. That's a 3-yard pickup. And the clock is moving. 4:08 remaining in the fourth. The Steelers up by 1.
This is just the will now, the will of the offense trying to continue to move the chains, and the will of the defense to try and get a stop and make them punt, which would be a real experience in this weather.
And, Mike, it's going to be Justin Fields in at quarterback. They use him on a 2nd down and 7. Harris went from the right of Fields to the left. Down to 3:40 remaining. Play clock is down to 3, down to 2. They snap it, shotgun, handoff. Harris to the right, darts it to the 30-yard line and hit there by Diabate along with Okoronkwo. 3-yard gain, timeout. Cleveland takes it with 3:32 on the clock. They have 2 remaining. So we've got a break in the action. 19-18, Steelers in front. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
What if you could hear your favorite song for the first time again? Introducing the all-new reimagined Nissan Kicks with an available Bose Personal Plus sound system that uses speakers in the headrest to create a 360-degree listening experience. You've never heard anything like this. Reimagine your music and your drive. Experience the all-new reimagined Nissan Kicks for yourself at NissanUSA.com today.
Available feature. Bose is a registered trademark of the Bose Corporation.
It's rare you give away the MVP with 3:34 left. The snowblower guy right now is the MVP. Fields is in there on a 3rd and 4.
Will he pass it, or is he just going to run the ball?
Harris is in the backfield to the left of Fields. Shotgun. Fields. Step. He's going to throw. Deep shot left side. Lunging attempt. Incomplete. Pickens thought he was held by Emerson. And the Browns come up with the 3:29 to play.
I do not like that play at all. Do not like that play at all. A, Russell Wilson is the better deep ball thrower. Yep. B, you stop the clock and do a safer play to try and move the chains. I don't understand that play.
It was on 3rd and 4. It was not 3rd and a country mile. Waitman punting, pressure, and Waitman's punt is deflected, and it's going to go out of bounds. It wasn't a pure block, but the Browns got a lot of it, and it's out of bounds on Pittsburgh's side of the field, right around the 49. We're going to wait to see where they spot it, and they're going to spot it at the 46. So the Browns are going to have a short field.
I just do not understand that play call at all.
It's a 16-yard punt. I'm not even sure they got any of it.
I think he just yanked it. Okay, again, these conditions, Cleveland defense doesn't shoot themselves in the foot this drive. Drive gets the stop, and you're making the special teams run a difficult play or made a difficult play with the weather.
Mike, that was a horrendous sequence for the Steelers.
Horrible.
3:22 to go. The Browns have it at the 45-yard line. It's a handoff for Ford, a spin move. He goes across the 40, and he's dropped inside the 40 by Hayward.
They have all kinds of time, 2 timeouts. The clock's not an issue, but the field is an issue because they're just setting up for a field goal to win it. But as we just saw with the punt, you never know what's going to happen with the snap, the hold, and the kick.
Hopkins is going through his warm-ups along the Cleveland sideline. This is a 2nd and 4. Line of scrimmage is now the 39. Winston trying to throw it. Winston in trouble. Winston steps up, stays alive, throws, and it's dropped. Over the middle, Akins had a chance at a first down, but he could not hold on. Incomplete.
A first down. He had a chance to run. He jumped too soon. He jumped too soon, and he actually got his hands on the ball on the way down from the jump. It was kind of, his timing was off. He could have been maybe still running. Jameis, again, a nice job escaping.
So that stops the clock. 2:40 to play. The Browns are yet to convert on a 3rd down tonight. They are 0 of 8. This is a 3rd down and 4. Ford in the backfield. Shotgun. Winston looking. Winston fires. Popped up in the air. Incomplete. It was tipped with Njoku, the intended receiver. 2 defenders got there, Wilson and Elliott, and now it's 4th down.
So I thought they were in 4-down territory. I thought they should have run that play. Try and get it even, if not 4th and 3 or 4, 4th and 1 or 2, and make it more, hey, do we run or do we pass? Now you know they're going to pass.
Tonight they are 3 of 3 on 4th down, even though they have not converted a 3rd down. This is a 4th and 4. Shotgun, Winston. We're down to 2:36 to play. Steelers up by 1. Winston looks to his left. He throws it, and it's handled on the sideline by Judy for a first down.
Wow. That was a low throw that Judy had to stop and come back for. He didn't slip and was able to cradle the ball.
Judy having a big day. That was immense. First down grab. They needed 4. They got 6. 2:08 to play. Winston throws it again. Left side, sliding grab. This time Akins secures it. 2:05 left.
Now these are smart plays. Short gains, keep moving the ball up the field. Still, the clock is not one issue at all. As a matter of fact, you'd like to burn the clock down more.
Hopkins has stopped taking warm-up kicks and now is getting into the footwear area, trying to choose the right footwear. That's an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2, 2:05 to play. The ball is spotted at the 25-yard line. Handoff, running to the left. Nothing there for Ford. Stacked up, whistle dead at the line of scrimmage. And that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Ball at the 25. It's going to be 3rd down and short for the Browns when we come back. 19-18, the Steelers in front. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, all branches of the military, veterans, and their families are eligible to join. And when you become a member by December 31st and open a new credit card within 14 days, you could get $300. When you have that, you'll feel financially at ease, which means you can worry about other things like what you'll do with your extra money. What if you decide to join a gym? What if you go to the gym every day? Will you become the annoying grunting guy at the gym? You have a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, your finances won't be one of them. Join today at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Must join an open membership savings account between November 1st and December 31st and open an eligible credit card account within 14 days of joining. Visit NavyFederal.org for full terms and conditions.
He's coming. He's coming. Here he goes. Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for a new one out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless. What a waste.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
The copyright of tonight's broadcast on Westwood One is owned by the NFL on behalf of its member clubs. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the National Football League is strictly prohibited.
So here we go. 2 minutes to play. The Steelers up 1 on the Browns, but Cleveland has it 3rd and 2 at the Pittsburgh 25-yard line.
So the question, do you run it? And if you don't get it, make Pittsburgh burn another timeout? Do you throw it, risk an incompletion, and have the clock stop? So many choices.
And Pittsburgh has 2 timeouts remaining, Mike, so they're going to get into the time game. If Cleveland were to get the first down here, that changes everything. Hopkins is still trying to sort out his footwear. So he makes sure that he has enough grip.
Yeah, you're right. If Cleveland gets the first down here, they're going to be able to burn clock and make Pittsburgh use their last 2 timeouts.
3rd down and 2. Chubb in the backfield. Huge play. Fake the handoff. Winston in trouble. Winston hits, he throws, and the ball lands on the turf in the snow, incomplete. Patrick Queen was coming at Winston like a freight train.
They threw a flag. They threw a flag as an intentional grounding.
And that's what the officials are talking about.
Oh, my gosh.
Brad Allen is chatting with his cohorts. The Browns are trying to listen in on the conversation.
If this cost them 10 yards, wow.
It looked like it touched an offensive lineman as the ball bounced at the feet of Posick. And the flag is there. It's sitting there in the little green portion of the field, surrounded by snow. And now the call from Brad Allen is going to determine what happens here at the 155 mark.
Well, if it was intentional grounding, it would have been loss of down. But illegal touching, I don't believe is.
Illegal touching of a pass. Offense number 55. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Yeah. That's a huge break for Cleveland.
They can also decline it, and they will.
So that's still a break for Cleveland, that it wasn't intentional grounding, that it actually was touched by an offensive lineman, and they would have lost 10 yards and lost it down.
So now it's 4th and 2, and they are not setting out the field goal unit.
All right, see, I mean, maybe they're just trying to draw them offside.
Winston is trying to huddle his guys up. They were ready to go to the line, and now Brad Allen is over talking to Mike Tomlin, and they are very close to one another chatting, as Tomlin is going to make a determination on what he wants to do here.
I mean, every yard matters with this weather with a field goal.
The illegal touching of the pass is declined. It's 4th down.
So 4th and 2.
So 24-yard line, 32. It's a 42-yarder. It must be awful down on the field if they're actually going for this.
And Allen has made his way back over to the Pittsburgh sideline to make sure.
Pass by an ineligible number 55 is a 5-yard penalty. It's still 3rd down.
Wait, now they're taking it. Now they're taking it.
So they're going to back it up 5 yards. That was the second discussion with Tomlin.
And again, every yard matters for a field goal attempt. If Cleveland tries to pass it here and has an incomplete pass, The field goal just got 5 yards further.
But now they're looking at a 3rd and 7 as opposed to a 4th and 2.
Right.
Shotgun, Winston. 2 receivers to the right, now 1 in motion. It's Elijah Moore. 3rd down and 7 for the Browns. We have 1:55 to play.
Sharks timeout.
And Pittsburgh uses a timeout.
That's interesting.
They may not have had the personnel that they wanted on the field. They recognize that the game is hanging in the balance here, potentially on a 3rd and 7. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Thursday night football. .155 left. Steelers 19, Browns 18. It's been a driving snowstorm for the majority of this second half. The field is covered in snow. It is white with little bits of green.
And Jameis Winston cannot, if he's passing here, cannot take a sack.
3rd and 7 at the 30-yard line. His team is down by 1. Shotgun. Winston takes the snap, looking over the middle. He's going to throw to the left, and it's caught at the 15 by Judy. First down, Browns. 17-yard completion and a new set of downs for Cleveland.
What an absolute pressure route, pressure throw across the middle. Judy just, again, he knows where he's going. The defenders don't.
5-yard penalty. First down.
It's a penalty against Pittsburgh.
So they knocked the ball away from Judy, and a flag was thrown. That was after Judy was up, starting to celebrate. So all of a sudden,
Please set the play clock for 40 seconds.
Cleveland has got a 1st and goal at the 9. Game changer.
Huge game changer.
And the Browns are thinking touchdown. Winston on a give. Chubb running up the middle. Angle to the right. Breaks a tackle. Chubb still going. And he's tackled down at the 2. Nearly took it to the end zone. Minka Fitzpatrick there defensively.
And again, I'll say on the route Judy ran, he ran across the middle. He knows where he's going. He can run close to full speed, and the defenders don't, and they could not catch up.
And now they're playing the clock game as well. Cleveland has 19 seconds on the play clock, 1:12 on the game clock. They're going to use as much time as possible on the play clock. Steelers have 1 timeout remaining. 2nd and goal, ball at the 2, shotgun formation, handoff, Chubb trying to take it in, and he does! Touchdown! Contact at the 1, he brushes it off, and the Browns take the lead. A winter wonderland in Cleveland. And Nick Chubb has put them in front.
Now, obviously, that's great for Cleveland. They took the lead, but that was probably Pittsburgh, helped Pittsburgh that they scored on that play to leave Pittsburgh some time on the clock and a timeout, as Cleveland's going to go for 2.
Nick Chubb with his 50th career rushing touchdown in the first half now has 51. And it's a 5-point lead with 57 seconds left. They're going for 2 here with Winston. Trying to make this a 7-point game. Chubb in the backfield. The 2-point try. Winston. Play is whistled dead, a flag down.
False start. Offense number 59. 5-yard penalty. Run the try.
And it's Winston Reed, the linebacker who was in at fullback, called on the false start.
Wow, that makes it a little more difficult.
Wilson is warming up on the sideline. 24-19 Browns. So back it up. Chubb exits. They send Ford in, who's more of the pass catcher for Cleveland. Receiver to the left, Njoku off the line to the left, and now Judy will join them on the left side. Winston looking for two. End zone. The throw, it bounces off the back of Deshaun Elliott. Intended target Judy, incomplete. The Steelers down by 5 with 57 seconds left and a timeout.
Well, again, they've got time. They've got a timeout. Long way to we'll see about the return in horrible weather. But you have the best deep ball thrower in the game. I would imagine Cleveland will be playing back a little bit and not get run by.
We know Russell Wilson has had a knack in these moments. Come from behind. Rallies he's done throughout his career. And now the Steelers are asking him to lead another one, trying to move to 9-2 on the season. Nick Chubb, the go-ahead touchdown. But the 2-point try denied. Judy was looking for a flag on Elliott with the contact. No call. And the Steelers will have an opportunity to win the game.
Again, these special team plays, it's kind of a crapshoot in weather like this. You either get a big return or maybe something slips up and you don't get a good return. It all depends on the field position here. But, again, we know Russell Wilson can throw deep. And we got a guy in Pickens who can catch it deep.
Funky stuff can happen. The snow continues to fall. The field is covered. They've done a good job along the lines. The yard lines have been cleared at certain parts of the field, but as quickly as you clear them, they fill up again.
And this is, again, nothing you can prepare for. You can't simulate this because the snow just happened today. There's not like it's been snowing. You could practice in it.
Dustin Hopkins is going to kick off from left to right. Patterson and Warren are deep. And they're standing in front of the 5-yard line. Approach. Hopkins puts the toe to the ball. End over end. This is returnable at the 10 for Warren. Takes it to the 20. Takes it to the 30. And then tackled out across the 35. So it's going to be brought down at the 36. Cameron Mitchell on special teams. And here comes Russell Wilson. 50 seconds to work with. 1 timeout. And his team down by 5.
So, again, you can run straight ahead faster than you can run backwards. And then it gets magnified in the bad weather. So, I mean, if you're the Cleveland secondary, you've got to play off deep. So you're not running backwards before you turn and try and run with a receiver.
Line of scrimmage is the 36. Wilson with the snow falling. Shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Strong side is right with the tight end. Wilson throws underneath, caught by Freiermuth, turns it upfield to the 45, and he's got enough for the first down. But the clock is rolling. 38 seconds left, 37 seconds. Steelers trying to rush to the line. We're down to 33 seconds, 32. Steelers down by 5. Shotgun, snap, Wilson in the pocket, down to 25 seconds left. Wilson will throw it away with 22 seconds on the clock and took a hit in the process. They did not give Freiermuth the first down. They ruled him down after a 9-yard gain, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 as Wilson took a shot from McGuire.
So they've got a timeout. Boy, it feels like they wasted that second timeout when the Browns had the ball. If nothing else, they have to get in position to at least be able to throw a Hail Mary, and they're not there yet.
So the decision by Mike Tomlin to accept the illegal touching, then the timeout called. Steelers now facing a 3rd and 1. Down to 22 seconds left. Rushes on. Wilson gets rid of it. Caught by Warren. Turns it upfield. Warren keeps the legs moving, and he's brought down by Grant Delpit. Clock is at 16 seconds left. And a timeout taken. The final timeout for the Steelers.
So still in this weather, tough to know whether Russell could reach the end zone. If he can get a running start to the right. Obviously, 16 seconds, you can try a shorter pass to get closer, but it's got to go out of bounds because you're out of timeouts. And if you're Cleveland, you got to be covering the outside. Now, you can hit a play in the middle of the field, and Pittsburgh can get up and kill the ball.
No timeouts remaining for Pittsburgh. The ball is spotted at the 45 of Cleveland. 16 seconds to go. 24-19. Browns. Shotgun for Wilson. Two receivers stacked to the right, one to the left. Warren sets up to the left of Wilson. Snap. Wilson steps up, down to 12 seconds. He flings it out of bounds on the near side. Stops the clock with 10 seconds remaining. So now you're looking at either the Hail Mary or you start playing the lateral game in the snow.
So again, you could run a quick out route, but Cleveland should have that covered. You've now lost the ability to get a completion and kill because you don't have enough time. And can he get a Hail Mary ball up?
10 seconds left.
Browns are definitely covering the sidelines.
Cleveland up by 5, and a timeout called by the Browns. They had 2 remaining, down to 1, so the Steelers will get a chance to talk about it, and Cleveland can set up what they want defensively.
So, and if I'm setting up something defensively, if you're going to have a 4-man rush, what I would do is I would put 3 on the left side of the defense. That way, do not let the quarterback roll right. Force him. You can let him get out of the pocket left. That's fine. But to roll out left and set and throw a deep ball is way more difficult than being able to roll right with a right-handed quarterback. The absolute thing you can't do is let him get out of the pocket to the right. If, in fact, this is going to be the Hail Mary.
10 seconds left. Steelers break the huddle. Ball is at the 45 of Cleveland. Shotgun. 3 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. Wilson takes the snap, steps up. He's going to throw to the sideline. It's caught. Getting out of bounds is Austin with 6 seconds on the clock. So they pick up about 9. Only 6 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they're definitely got close enough now for Russ to launch one into the end zone. Again, let's see what kind of rush Cleveland brings.
And that's what the Browns are preparing for. 2 defensive backs deep, standing at the goal line. 6 seconds left. Steelers are down by 5. And a timeout called by the Browns. Final timeout.
So it'd be just a 3-man rush, but part of that 3-man rush is Myles Garrett. And he's been known to beat a couple of double teams and get quick pressure because obviously in a Hail Mary, you need time for the receivers to make it to the end zone, and you need even a little more time in this bad weather for them to be able to get to the end zone.
One last chance for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 6 seconds on the clock. Cleveland 24, Pittsburgh 19. The line of scrimmage is the 35. Shotgun. Wilson in the pocket. Hooks a pass. Throws it. In the air. End zone. Knocked down. And it's over. The Browns hold on and pull off the upset. AFC North football in the snow in Cleveland. And this one belongs to the Browns. 24-19. They knock off the Steelers to start week 12.
And there's a whole lot of snow angels going on out on that field. What I thought Cleveland showed why they were 2-8, giving up that lead, having bad penalties, giving Pittsburgh great field position, but they showed a lot of grit coming back.
The Cleveland Browns got 2 touchdowns from Nick Chubb. Jameis Winston made a couple of big throws. The throw to Jerry Jeudy on the final touchdown drive to keep the drive alive. That's going to go down as a major highlight for Cleveland. And at the end of the day, it's Denzel Ward ensuring the win, knocking the ball down. You had a couple Steelers in the general area.
Yeah, but that's exactly how you play that. You knock it down. You don't try and tip it or bat it away. You try and spike it to the ground like in volleyball.
And Russell Wilson took a shot to the midsection on the release from Jordan Hicks.
But he got the ball there.
He did.
He got the ball in the end zone. That's the quarterback's job.
So this edition of this storied rivalry belongs to Cleveland to improve the 3-8 on the season. The Steelers' 5-game winning streak comes to an end as they fall to 8-3. Up next for Pittsburgh, they'll be at Cincinnati. Up next for the Browns, they are at Denver. Time right now to select the dependable offensive player of the game. It's sponsored by Depend and the Prostate Cancer Foundation, reminding you that health is a long game and screening for prostate cancer is easier than ever. Learn more at Depend.com. All right, Mike, who is your dependable offensive player of the game?
Well, I'm going Jerry Jeudy. 6 targets, 6 catches in this weather for what